We're about to find out.
I love that it says 11 question mark.
Right? Because I'm unsure.
We are uncertain.
We are uncertain. I think that we are... Hold on. Yes, it seems that we
don't fucking know.
Audio as well. Yes, all right. We are live.
We're live.
We're live. Fantastic.
We are prepared. Excellent. Good work, everybody. Nice work, team. All right. So, welcome, everyone, to Mercenaries of Mischief. I, as always, am your lovable Dungeon Master, Puck. And I'm here to play a game of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition with my good friends here, starting with the always hatted and vested Koshano the Quick. Also joining me today is our cleric extraordinaire, Gilbetta Fackin Knot. And also joining us today are two individuals that we'll get to know later in a little bit. So we're just going to tuck those guys aside.
I'll be taking notes.
Yes, absolutely. The notes will be taken. People will be assessed and judged. And we will get to know that with time.
Koshano will lose the notes, so the notes really won't matter.
No, like, they'll be discarded immediately. Zavel is still partying in Yortar. So when last we left our heroes, they were traveling up the long road on the way to Neverwinter. They were heading to Neverwinter because they'd received a missive at Cookie's Crab Shack from one Spoony the Bard. And Spoony the Bard, a former teacher at the Avalon Knights Adventuring Academy, has contacted Cookie with a kind of distress message saying that he has come across another former colleague, one Calazar Maldismuth, in Northrend, fuck, Blizzard again. Okay. In Neverwinter. Too many Blizzard games. Out in Neverwinter, and Calazar, as always, is in a bit of trouble. So he's asked for some aid to be sent his way, and as these are the only adventurers available, they're being sent out for aid. On their journey, they encountered a strange warlock with some enchanted wooded appendages and a barbarian. And they also encountered an unusual temple that would only appear during an intense storm. They ventured inside, went through a couple traps, fought some unusual drakes, and in the end came out with some fairly nice treasure. And we join our party now, recuperating on the side of the road with their fancy new cart. And the storm has passed, and they're getting ready to set back out on the road.
Yes.
All right, Gilbetta, Koshano, take me there. Paint a picture with your words. You are awakening at the cart. Things are really nice. Your two companions have awakened before you and kind of gone on their separate ways now.
That's a shame. I thought that Big Fella would be quite handy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, perhaps they'll join you in the future.
As things got a little messy, as they sometimes do, now that we haven't muscle anymore, so to speak. I would like to have another look at that interesting bag you found yesterday. Does this?
What do you want with my bag?
Does this bag have?
What do you want with my bag?
I don't know that it's your bag. I mean, this is part of an official mission. Cookie did send us on this.
It was in the chest.
Does this not make it an official Avalon Knights Academy mission? Therefore, things gathered upon.
And am I not an official Avalon Knights Academy?
You very much are. I'm just saying that it's really more ours than it is yours, and I just want to know more about it. Does it have one compartment or multiple? Well, at very least, let's take another look at that tapestry.
I'm the head teacher, bitch.
Well, as the head teacher,
fine, yeah.
Interested in that tapestry that we agreed was going towards the library. Now, I'm interpreting that as we're going to sell it and use the money to rebuild the library, which is another discussion we need to have. Common funds for the keep. Some of this money we're taking in should go to the rebuilding efforts, as you heard Wormspit say.
Yes.
Things cost money.
And
Thoughts?
the last, we must take our fucking 400 gold is hopefully rotting in a fucking jail cell. So.
True. But there is...
I don't really care about the tapestry.
So let's see what we can get for that. Mark it off as the beginning of this fund. Going forward, perhaps we make it a policy that half of any prize paid for completing a job from various employers will go towards the keep fund, the general fund.
I don't know about that.
Other sources of revenue. I can't hear you.
I mean, I listen. I'm fine with the entirety of whatever we make from this tapestry going to the library or to the funds. I don't care. My money's a different story, but the tapestry, it can all go. Or if you want to keep half of it, I don't want any of it. I don't.
Well, when someone comes to the tapestry, we'll put that all towards it. But when someone comes to the Avalon Knights Academy to hire the Mercenaries of Mischief, they're coming partially on the brand and reputation. We need to maintain that, which means we need a company coffer. So I'm just simply saying that money paid in, half of it goes to the company coffer. We can keep whatever we find on the road, of course. But,
Now, as the two of you are having this discussion, you're traveling along the road. You're making your way out the long road. You've made pretty good time on your initial trek out, and you're on your way to Long Saddle. Now, Long Saddle is fairly close to Neverwinter, but you would have to cut through the Neverwinter Woods. Now, as you're going over your maps, this kind of strikes you as a possibility, although it's quite dangerous. But you have heard that occasionally there are guides available in Long Saddle that can take you through the Neverwinter Woods.
Well...
And you are a bit under the gun for time.
It appears we're coming up to a thing. Stop arguing with me for a moment.
Listen. I just hate your opinions so much, and I love arguing with you so much.
We can return to these matters later. We seem to have reached a fork in the road.
Guy and Penn, the two of you have found yourself in Long Saddle, mostly just for travel, as a stopover. And you are also considering whether or not to hire a guide and make your way through the Neverwinter Woods on your way to Neverwinter, rather than taking the long way up through Mirabar and along the road. You do have an appointment in Neverwinter, and time is short.
Sure.
So it's not something that you're looking to take on lightly, but the both of you just find yourselves in the market, traveling around Long Saddle looking for it, when this unusually well done up cart makes its way into town. It looks like something like a merchant or a delegate would use if they're on higher end business. And riding the cart is a human wearing a hat and vest. He has a small drum and a pan flute attached to his hip, and he's arguing with the person inside, who is this blue elf who is leaning out the window yelling at him.
So accurate. That's such an accurate
about whether or not they should take the path through the woods. And it occurs to the two of you that perhaps if you guys get together, it might be advantageous to travel as a large group. The Neverwinter Woods is perilous, are very known to be perilous, even with a guide. So certainly there is strength in numbers.
Sure. Are Penn and I together? Like, did we know each other before this, or we're all just kind of
you've kind of run into each other on your search to kind of decide. Oh, you're in an inn and you talk. Oh, you're going to Neverwinter. Yeah, I'm going to Neverwinter too. Eh?
Sure. Yeah.
This stuff. You road trips. People hook up.
Yeah, they do.
Not in the literal sense, but into parties.
Well, not this early in the game. I just got here.
More like in the
Happy anniversary. Happy Valentine's Day.
Hey. Hey-o.
So I'll look over at Penn and say, mon ami, it looks like maybe we get together with these people and we all go through the trees together, right?
It makes sense to me. I mean, it would probably be better than trying to do it on our own.
I sure don't want to fight a wolf all by myself, eh?
Oh, no. I don't think I could handle that again.
All right. So, Gilbetta and Koshano, you guys take note of these people who are kind of watching you pass through town. Penn, could you describe to me what Penn Rite looks like as they see him standing on the street here?
He is an average human height, roughly 6 feet tall. He's of slim build. Got a dark, kind of trench coat on, standard garb for, just traveling and whatever. And he's just kind of like got dark blonde hair, just general, bags, looks doesn't necessarily look like much of a fighter, carrying a kind of hefty tome in his hand, would look more of a scholar at first appearance.
Carries himself in a scholarly manner. And
of course.
And Guy, how does Guy appear?
Guy is, first of all, unbelievably handsome. He is spectacularly good looking. Big handlebar mustache, wider than his face, and the hair kind of repeats that pattern. He's wearing, his armor is designed to look like clothing. So it looks like a nice tunic and pants, but it's actually his armor. The jacket is red, the breeches are orange, the boots are blue, but somehow he manages to pull that all off. And on his shoulder, there's a little black weasel who has the same mustache and hair as Guy does. And on his hip, there's a mace.
All right. So you guys notice these people. Guy and Penn, it occurs to you that if you want to perhaps join these people and hire a guide together, you might want to introduce yourself and say hello.
Koshano, I said to Koshano, what the fuck is going on over there?
Everybody's been shuffled around. Just
we're shuffled.
Continue on. Yeah.
Okay.
Pardon me, you guys in the nice cart there, are you heading? I overheard you're heading through the woods.
I disconnected and everything moved. Hold on.
Gilbetta, I guess you're gonna have to take this one.
Gilbetta, you're gonna
wait. Hold on. Okay. All right. What do you mean you overheard? You were fucking listening into our conversation?
You're kind of yelling quite a bit, eh? They could have heard you 2 towns over in Tribor.
Okay, slow your roll, sir. We might be.
I think I've met this person before.
We might be heading through the woods. We were going to try to see if we could find a guide. There's only 2 of us, so I know the woods can be treacherous.
Maybe we could split the fare, eh?
I suppose there's enough room. What have you got to offer?
I am, amongst other things, the world's greatest distraction.
You haven't met this guy.
I look over at Koshano and goes, we will see, eh?
I just give him a wink.
I wink back.
Koshano winks.
And what have you, Bookman?
Bookman.
I'm well versed in many things among languages. I certainly can find a way to make it worth y'all's while.
We actually are members, refounding members, I suppose, of the Avalon Knights Academy. Have you heard of such?
I've heard whispers in the recent towns, not so much as a shout per se, but I've certainly heard whispers.
Whispers? What? You offend me.
You got to get on that advertising, Gilbetta.
Well,
Whispers
Zavel should be running his fucking mouth while he's
Vel
fucking
didn't
around.
print any flyers.
I'm sure you've heard nothing but good things. Well, they're all true, and the rest of the things likely true as well. We're known as the Mercenaries of Mischief.
The what? Can you try that again?
Mercenaries of Mischief.
It's awfully early in the day to be drinking that much, eh?
He's always drinking that.
I thought it, but he went there.
Not a bit of drink. Now, can we?
I am not arguing against. I am just commenting, eh?
It's cookies mead, as it were called.
No, if he was drinking cookies
yes.
meat, he wouldn't be able to drive.
Stay tuned at the break for a special announcement from Cookies Mead. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I see no harm in having a meat shield. Let's throw them aboard.
Yeah, that's fine by me, I suppose. I mean, last time, it was nice to have some help in that weird fucking place we were in.
I have to say, the last Warlock worked out much better than I thought.
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine.
So maybe you were wrong about
No, the
Warlock.
last one, he didn't have a familiar. The last one didn't have a familiar, so, Yeah, basically.
So I missed what kind of familiar he has. I was.
It looks
It's a black
weasel.
weasel that's got the same handlebar mustache and haircut as Guy has.
Awesome.
And when you look over at him, you see him using one little paw to adjust the mustache.
Oh, and then Gilbetta says, "Oh, because I always forget this, so I'll remember it.
Like,
I was like, oh, look, and this is Yeeby."
I'm going to say.
Oh yeah.
Don't be
So
mean.
out from behind the cart trots this mule, and this very well-dressed goblin with this large pack on his back comes out and kind of gives you guys both one of these.
Very sort of, yeah. He is with you?
Oh, yes. He is.
Yes. Yes.
Evie. And he kind of takes off his hat and gives a little bow.
Yes.
Is good to meet you.
You'll find him
He's
quite a loyal and honorable companion.
He's a learned goblin.
Fascinating.
He be
Yeah.
practicing common.
Well, if you find that fascinating, you should see our keep.
Yes.
Oh.
The two of you have a keep?
Again,
Avalon Knights
we
Academy.
are esteemed members of the Avalon Knights Academy.
Yes, you keep saying this.
And yes, I do. Fucking shut up. And and we have goblin mercenaries and guards, and we've got mini goblins that help us keep things in running order.
Look, if you are more interested in our Goblin Keep than in getting to Neverwinter, then you're welcome to head the reverse direction down the road. Keep going till you get to Golden Field, cross the river, and you ask for Cookie at the front gate. I'm sure he'll be happy to inform you of everything you need to know. Actually, quite interested in taking on new recruits at the moment. But if you're interested in giving to Neverwinter, climb on top of the cart. Come along, because we've got places to be.
Excellent. In the few days we've been here, we made some contact. I think we might have found a guide.
All right.
Excellent.
Guy and Penn, make an investigation check, and I'll tell you how well you did in finding your guide.
Right.
Good.
First rolls.
Aha!
Hmm.
All right.
Let me see if I can remember how to do this in the actual app.
You should be able to just click on your investigation skill, and it should roll it
Click
for
on
you.
it, and it
Yeah.
goes.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Oh,
Holy shit.
At least one of us was paying attention.
so Penn, studious scholar that he is, he has looked up things, and you have found a local druid in Longsaddle that does ferry groups on a kind of forest path from Longsaddle to Neverwinter. He has a bit of a steep price. He's about 500 gold, so you're kind of glad you found some people to share it with. He calls it hazard pay, and he says that he has the best path through Neverwinter Woods of anyone else.
Okay. I happen to know of a guide. I've been looking around in town, making sure to take note of all the residents here, and I happen to find somebody that will take us, but he's got a pretty hefty price. So, you know,
What's hefty? How hefty?
roughly 500 gold.
Oh, that's
500 gold.
For that price, I could buy half of Neverwinter.
Seriously.
if the two of you can come up with half, we can pay half. That's
No, well, hold on a second. Let's go talk to this man. Let's negotiate.
oh my god, with this shit always, with this fucking shit.
What? You just going to pay?
What, Koshano? Oh my god.
500 gold. You have an invisible cup.
Penn, you know where to find him.
I'll happily lead you there right now, and we can discuss terms when we get there, but it's either that or go it alone, and you've all heard the stories of Neverwinter, I'm sure.
Well, how much do you have to contribute to this?
I just kind of turn to the side and put my hand in my pocket and kind of wiggle it around, and I'm like, I have exactly 10 gold to my name.
I must say, I am not doing much better. I have 15.
And the fancy man doesn't have it. All right.
Well, to be fair, you guys did just raid a temple.
Yeah, it's
So you're a little flush at the moment.
yes, we're fine.
We're going to have to liquidate this tapestry here before we're flush.
Well, maybe you can
I'm
go
pretty
talk
flush.
to this guy and
I
see
don't know
what,
about you, but I'm pretty flush.
see if he can negotiate any terms.
You're not carrying all of your gold on you, are you?
No.
She's stuffing it into the cushions.
Oh my god.
No, of course not.
Good lord. All right. God damn it. We're going to get robbed.
I mean,
so
better I know than think I have money at home and then go home.
how
and it's
do
gone.
the two of you intend to earn your passage here, if you will?
Well, we were hoping that we would find some rich benefactor, not necessarily saying that were you. However, we figured that a scholar such as myself, a knower of many things, and this gentleman here with his obvious skill could perhaps persuade someone to allow us to come with the guide and act as, how would you say, reinforcement?
Reinforcements. So you're proposing yourselves as some sort of security escort.
Sure.
That's him. That's not me. I don't protect nobody.
At least this
I can
one's
hardly protect myself. That's why I'm looking for help to get through the woods.
So I think it sounds to me like you're going to have to find a way to raise your part of the coin if you hope to come along in this endeavor.
Honestly, my plan was to tell the guy we pay him when we get to Neverwinter, and when we get there, we just run away.
I don't hate the idea. I like what
I
you're
do.
Plan I've ever
No,
heard.
but I do hate the idea.
However, we have a reputation to uphold, so I don't know if it'll necessarily work for us. However, let's go discuss with the gentleman what sort of terms we can work out.
Koshano, you're such a dick. You're always just such a fucking dick.
How am I a dick? Okay, fine. Feel free to put up 500 gold.
I will happily lead you to this gentleman, and if anything else, we could certainly negotiate and see perhaps they have a map or something else that isn't exactly a direct guide, but maybe with not such a steep price.
All right. So you know that this guy operates a kind of herbalist shop in Longsaddle. When he's not doing his route, he is named Barthas Tangleroot.
Of course it is.
Yeah. It's from a long family of druids.
Long family herbalists.
Yeah, a long family of herbalists. So don't talk to me about names. Okay. So you guys make it to the herbalism shop
together.
Yeah, no, just straight together. And at the counter, and he's welcome to Holistic Herbs. What can I do for you today?
Hello, good sir. I spoke with you recently, along with my companion here, and we brought some more friends of ours, or at least I'd like to call them that. And we were interested.
I like that word.
We were interested in finding out more about how to get through Neverwinter, perhaps with your help, or maybe alternatively.
You're looking for some assistance to get through Neverwinter Woods. I remember you, the scholarly fellow, and I can never forget that mustache. Well, I certainly do the path. It is a bit of a steep price. It's very treacherous. I use a bit of druidic power to bend the forest to create a path for us, and it does require quite a bit of energy on my part. So hence my steep price on it. But there is something I need from Neverwinter Woods, and now that you have this hardy group of 4, maybe we could come to some kind of agreement.
It's 5, actually, and Koshano elbows his way to the front and pulls you along with him. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Koshano the Quick, Mercenary of Mischief and emissary to the Avalon Knights Academy. This my colleague Gilbetta, and we come on behalf of, I'm sure you've heard of, the great Avalon Knights Academy, trained generations of adventurers. We are part of the rebuilding effort, and we're looking for partners with skills such as yours. I'd love to hear more about this need of yours.
Oh. Who's putting the academy back together?
Well,
that would be myself and my colleague here. Of course, we have an additional colleague away on business. Negotiations in Utah. And a few of the old members are in negotiations. We're actually on our way to speak to Spoony the Bard, as well as Calazar, and a few other folks who were initially involved.
Well, if you're involved with the Avalon Knights Academy, you must be of some esteem.
Perhaps you can help. Of course, I see you.
And we'll say 4.5 if we count the goblin. So there is a rare moss that does grow in the Neverwinter Woods, and I do have some need of it currently. My current stock is out. It does tend to grow in some areas that are more infested with undead, and I'm afraid most of my magics are passive. I'm not much of a fighter. But if I have a group like you with me, maybe you could assist me.
Well, you know, as a cleric, I do have a little bit of push when it comes to the undead.
You have a cleric with you. That's even better.
Yes, we're quite fit and prepared for nearly any situation that may come our way. Now, I understand that you can find us a swift and relatively safe path through the Neverwinter Wood. My question is, why do you have so much trouble precisely with these undead areas? Is it something different about the terrain, or is it simply a matter that once you clear the terrain, the undead are overwhelmed?
It's a matter of when I harvest the moss, I am occasionally besieged by the undead.
I see. All right. So perhaps we can work out an exchange here. In exchange for our security detail, you will guide us through the rest of the way to Neverwinter proper.
All right. If you can take me through and assist me in gathering this moss, then I'll bring you through. You are part of the academy. All right. I'll bring you through at no cost if you get me through safely, but you got to help me get a sack full of this stuff. I don't want to have to go out again.
Fair enough.
That sounds fair.
There we are most of the academy.
Yes. Yes.
Unless you're counting goblins, in which case
We're like 80 to 90% right now. Who knows? You guys have been on the road for a while.
unless we count goblins.
Could be up at this point.
There could be more guys. Or who knows? On the other end of the spectrum, maybe they're all dead.
Yeah, it could be. I could go either way.
Schrodinger's goblins.
Who fucking knows?
The whole thing could be in ruins by the time you get back. You have no idea.
That would suck.
So he agrees, and he gets his apprentice out to run the shop, and he kind of prepares. He says, I'll be ready to go in a few hours. Make any preparations you need, and I'll be sure to bend the woods. Are you bringing anything with you?
We have a cart.
We have a cart.
A passage.
Okay. All right. I know what to do then. I'll go out ahead. Your cart will have to move more slowly. I need time to
It's fine.
ask the forest permission for passage.
That's fine. We shall meet you back here in how many hours?
Give me 2 hours to prepare.
Okay.
Very well. While we're in town, where might we inquire about supplies? Particularly if we're going to face the undead. Never a bad time to have healing potions. We're also looking for a place that might purchase rare antiquities.
Not much of that in Long Saddle. It's kind of a stopover town.
Interesting. No, well, how about yourself as an herbalist? Have you any healing potions you might include along with the deal?
Bring a couple things with me on the way. If you need anything, I'll be happy to assist you if you're in dire need.
Oh, okay, that's appreciated. We'll be quite useless to you dead.
Indeed.
Yes.
So just to be clear, we get you in the forest, we get the moss, we continue on to Neverwinter, and then you come back by yourself later?
Yes, I'll have no trouble on the return trip if I don't have to deal with the undead.
Fantastic.
Makes sense to me, eh? How hard could it be?
Exactly.
What
No trouble at all.
what sort of businesses are there in town that we might visit?
There are a couple of different supply shops, traveling supplies. There's a couple traders that are part of caravans that you think might open up their caravans and sell to you, kind of roadside, a la food truck.
Right on. We got some time to kill. We're all charged up.
Yeah, Gilbetta is, with this new information, Gilbetta's going to take a moment to kind of prepare some different spells.
Okay. Shuffling through her spell book.
Yeah, she's like,
Better get my undead busting stuff ready.
yeah, right?
John wants to speak to these new companions here.
I don't think I'm going to need Zone of Truth in the fucking woods.
You never know.
Tell me the truth, tree.
Some of them trees are full of shit.
Well,
Don't you lie to
certainly
me.
are. You
Especially the pines. Never trust a pine tree.
Never trust. Not a one.
My fucking character sheet is not loading up in Safari. I'm goddamn pissed. God damn it, roll 20.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Well, it's a technical problem if I can't roll.
It's technically personal. All right. So, yeah, you wanted to talk to the new party members, Koshano?
Yes.
Feel free to engage.
So we're apparently heading into some undead, and I will remind you, in case that we should ever cross paths, or you do ever happen to make it back to Avalon Keep, that I was correct in this situation, that Gilbetta's griping was totally unnecessary. There was an excellent chance to negotiate. And
How long have the two of you been married?
honestly, it feels like forever.
Listen, okay, it's not, it was one night, all right?
So you admit it. So it did happen. You admit it. It did happen.
I admit that I'm saying it did.
I don't know.
Anyway, no, we are merely colleagues who have been forced into this situation together. Many opportunities abound, though, at the Avalon Knights Academy. I'd like to learn more about your skills. What particularly do you have against the undead in your warlocking ways? Most of my skills are more social, and the undead tend to not be so social.
I kind of share that problem with you. Most of my stuff is designed to bend the mind, and the undead, they don't got no mind to bend, eh?
Okay, well then why are you here?
I didn't know there was going to be undead. People in the city, I've messed with them like you would not believe, but the undead, they don't listen.
I am no stranger to the undead myself. I do not have anything in my arsenal that is specifically geared towards handling them, but I am certainly familiar with them, and I feel confident that I could hold my own against some.
So I've been grappling with a problem since we picked you up. In my experience, at least 1 out of 3 warlocks is evil. We've already picked one, and there's 2 of you. So I'm concerned. What gods do you serve? Gods or otherwise things? What do you serve?
Would you like to start, my friend?
Sure, why not? I am not shy about it. Eh? I serve the two-faced goddess, Eris Discordia. She is goddess of chaos and discord. Eh? I am not evil. I just like to cause shit all the time. Eh?
Sounds like Koshano.
That sounds like a mercenary of mischief sort of quality. What about you, my friend?
I can assure
Wait,
you
shit.
that
You know what? I've been forgetting to do this.
What?
Every time I accidentally say friend, I should be flipping.
Oh,
Fucking
Heads is active.
just
Oh,
causing
shit.
problems. You're causing problems.
Okay. Nope. No problem.
okay. We're good.
Yep.
all right. I can assure you, friend, that the only god that I knowingly serve is myself. I'm not quite fully aware of how I came about these abilities. All I know is that I don't remember anything at all about it, and I'm trying to recover that identity that I've lost. So the only interest of mine is the seeking of knowledge and trying to find out anything I can about the gods so that I can try to determine and narrow down which one I may or may not have struck a deal with.
Do I believe him?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know because I can't roll.
Don't
Okay,
take it
hold on.
alone.
Let me see if I can. This is a bad idea. I'm loading Roll20 on Chrome.
That is a bad idea.
It's okay. It's gonna be all right.
That's a CPU nightmare.
It's gonna eat all your RAM. Rom. Oh, Yibi's on board. He didn't have any reservations.
That's easy.
Yeah. Yibi's very friendly, though. He's very trusting. I mean, he ended up with Koshano. He had to be.
Yeah.
Somebody had to be.
It's naive. Fuck it. Dice. You got my character sheet, right, Puck?
I sure do.
Okay. I'm just gonna. I'll deal with this in a
All
second.
right. Roll a thing, and then in between you can.
That is a 6.
All right.
So
And
whatever
what are
you
you
added
rolling?
to it was not enough.
Good lord.
Yeah.
So I have no idea if I believe it.
Well, I would think that you pretty much feel like you do with a 6,
Okay. All right.
more or less. Yeah. These guys seem like they're on the level.
All right. Fair enough. Have you any business in town before we set out?
I just need time to look over my spells to make sure they're according. But other than that, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, that's what Gilbetta's been doing over here.
All right. So I guess
I mean,
we'll.
if these guys are going to hang around for a little while, I will spend 10 minutes casting Unseen Servant ritually,
Okay.
and then have him. He's completely invisible. Go out in the street and like pull off people's hats and throw them in the mud. And taking out daggers and dropping them, and just generally causing mayhem, lifting
Just causing
skirts,
trouble. Yeah.
pantsing people.
Yeah. Koshano figures out what's going on. He's just sitting back and having a good laugh.
Yeah, there's some trouble going on, and there's a bit of a commotion in town. People are mildly upset. People are briefly inconvenienced by this marauding invisible servant.
I look over at Koshano and say, "You know, this happened everywhere I go." Eh?
I know the feeling. You can't escape it, can you?
It lasts for an hour. So right at the end of the hour, when I know I'm running out of time, he actually goes to his hands and knees in front of somebody in an attempt to trip them.
I see. They like fall over and then they're looking for him.
Yeah, well, they'll probably fall through him. And
Yeah. They just thump, 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 and they're just looking.
Really low hit points, so he probably just disappears. But
dissipates.
Yeah, one last trip.
We lost an unseen servant last round. Last game. Okay, so mayhem ensues.
Actually, that's funny you mentioned that because that's his name.
Aha!
My unseen servant is Mayhem.
All right, so mayhem ensues thanks to the unseen servant, known as Mayhem, and the druid meets you guys kind of at the edge of town, at the edge of the forest as well. And he says, "Okay, it's not going to be an easy journey, but once we get to the area where the moss is, and help me and just keep an eye out and fight anything off. Should be fairly easy. What could go wrong?"
Enough. What could possibly go wrong? Fucking 80s sitcom
tagline. So he gets on his knees kind of at the edge of the forest and kind of sinks his hands into the undergrowth. And he whispers some words to himself, and the trees start to shuffle slowly out of the way, kind of forming a path.
That's pretty impressive, eh?
Get him to do that for special events over at the keep.
I hate you. I hate you.
Knowledge. It was passed down to me from my grandfather. Not a lot of people can do it these days.
I'd say so. It's quite a talent. Could be used for entertainment and profit in a much less hazardous manner. We'll talk later.
Helps keep the shop open. Now, right this way. And now that he's kind of opened the path, you guys move through. It's getting later in the day, and you're quickly running out of daylight.
Already?
Fuck. It was just morning, like 5 minutes ago.
You argued for so long on the road. It got dark.
Are we walking alongside the caravan thing?
You can be riding in the cart. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
I believe we were given permission to ride on top.
Yes.
That's good. This man understands respect.
Koshano, are you still driving the cart?
Actually, yeah, I was driving the cart at this point, so
okay.
So I don't really have the ability to keep people out of it. If Gilbetta
okay. So I guess it's up to.
Again, Gilbetta's Gilbetta. She's like, you can sit inside the fucking cart. Don't listen to this fuckwad.
In that case, I sit inside the cart. Eh?
So you sit inside the cart, and Yibi is riding his mule behind. And you can notice kind of out the back window of the cart that as you move through the forest, the trees kind of shuffle back into place and closes up around you.
Koshano, do you see that shit?
So there's this kind of field around you as you move through the forest where the forest moves out of your way and there's a clear path. And it's constantly shifting around you as the cart moves forward.
Like Tree Moses.
Like Tree Moses.
I hate. Can someone stab me with my own hammer, please?
That's a remarkable task.
Well,
and
I was going to say dagger, but I don't have a dagger. So.
It's fairly slow moving. It takes some time for the forest to shift, and you move slightly to the north. And you're moving deeper and deeper into the forest, and it's getting darker and darker because of the undergrowth. Koshano, you are driving the cart. I want you to give me a perception check.
All right, let's see what I can see.
Okay.
Oof. Why do I fucking roll so bad? It's writing character. I love it. Okay.
You don't. Yeah. Okay. You don't quite notice that one. So you keep on going, and the
Great.
forest changes and shifts.
Everything's fine up here.
How's it going out there, Koshano?
Perfectly wonderful.
Great.
This gentleman's keeping the road right clear.
And eventually it opens up to a small clearing.
Whoa.
And
Excuse me.
Marthas stops.
Did you make that? Did you do that?
I did not.
Shit.
This is new.
Eyes at the ready. He shouts back.
Great.
In this clearing, Koshano, you can see it first. There is an overgrown field. It looks as though this may have been some kind of small patch of farmland that somebody carved out in the middle of the forest, but has long since been reclaimed by whatever small shrubs. There's occasionally a tree growing out in the middle of the field, and whatever was there that used to be any kind of crop is overgrown and browned, and the overall mood here is very grim. It's almost, you could cut it with a knife. And there's this dilapidated old home at the end of this field.
Nope.
And as the sun sets, a kind of fog looms over everything. And in this field, there are no less than 6 scarecrows.
Nope. Gilbetta, there's a house we don't want to go near. Let's go around. Can we go around?
Wait.
Guys, can we go around?
Is it another house containing one of your?
Shut up! It's a house we don't want to go in. I don't know what is in there. We don't want to go in there.
You don't want to see if it's an old lady for you to bang?
It's okay.
I can't hear anything.
I'll just talk to the forest, and I'll find us another path. This is the kind of place that we want to be.
No, this is not the kind of place we want to be. I don't want to go into this strange old house in the woods.
I agree with you completely. This is creepy as hell. I'm going to go open another path to the forest.
All right, horse, back it up. Beep!
You can't back up because the forest is closed up around behind you.
Okay.
So he moves forward, and I was like, okay, I need to find us another opening here, and I'll kind of clear us another section out. So he goes out. Koshano, make another perception check.
All right. This is how this game is going to go. All right.
This is coming down.
This is exactly how this game is going to go.
That's not good. So you don't see it, but he moves along the tree line to kind of open up an opening. He leans down, sticks his fingers into the undergrowth, and he says, "It'll only be a couple of..." And he's gone.
Shit.
You hear the sound of something ruffling, and you can see the overgrown field, the overgrown grasses and plants shaking as something moves through up towards the house.
Did you see that, Gilbetta?
What? See what, Koshano?
What do you mean see what? I told you eyes at the ready. Get out here.
Oh my God! All right.
So I'm assuming we all
you
move on.
overreact so much. You're like the fucking boy that cried wolf.
You can get out of the cart if you like.
I overreact. Last time I reacted and not at all, and I was dragged off to a hag's house. Can we just...
Your cart horse is very agitated. He does not like this at all.
I'm gonna
clumping around. He's like,
can I try to calm the horse down?
Sure.
He is probably only vaguely aware that something is going on. He's in the back. This is going to sound rude, but he's in the back playing with his weasel. And, I mean, I got a passive perception of 9. I didn't until the screaming started. I didn't hear nothing.
I mean, my passive perception is fucking 16, bro.
Okay.
But
so you're able to calm the horse a bit.
Yeah.
You can tell the horse is agitated. It does not like this place.
I'm like, no. I'm pet his T-zone. This is a T-zone.
Yeah. Right through here. Just give him.
We've lost the guide. We've lost the guide. We've lost the guy who can part the woods. We've lost him. We don't know where we're going anymore.
Where was he at, Koshano?
He was right there. I pointed to the last place I saw him. He was right there. He disappeared just under the grass. I can't even hear him now.
I'm gonna step out of the cart, period. And is it where he's pointing? Is it dark or is it like?
It is dark. There's kind of this thick fog, and there's very tall grasses kind of hanging over that area. The grasses come up to about here on you.
Oh.
How thick is the fog? Like, is it like?
Can I just check with something?
It's really thick, but it goes in waves. So sometimes it'll be clear, and then it'll come through in a portion.
Because I was having technical issues. I'm sorry. What race are both you guys? You're both human.
I appear to be human.
Okay.
I am human.
Okay.
It's like Cookie.
Everybody appears human around here.
Koshano, why does this shit always happen to us?
Well, because we keep going with people who want to go see things in the undead. I don't know, because fucking it's here. This is life. This is what life is. This is exactly what life is. This is what my whole life has been. Isn't that not what life is for you?
What?
Yeeby leans out from behind the cart. Yeeby?
Yes, Yeeby.
On the bright side, I don't think we need to gather any moss, eh?
Penn, yeah, I believe you had a plan.
I'm gonna go ahead and just pull out and produce flame just so that we can see better.
All right.
Well, I have dark vision, so like, I mean, I'm okay.
So that I can see better.
Yeah.
Just holding out and just kind of looking. All right. So in the area, kind of directly around you guys, the trees have kind of formed this buffer zone around you, and directly in front of you, it opens up to this overgrown field and this dilapidated house at the end of the field. And along this kind of square where this plot of land is carved out, where Koshano was pointing was just a little bit further out from you guys, where the druid had disappeared.
So does the light reach where he disappeared?
Not quite. It is a produced flame, so it has kind of a limited form of view, and he got a few steps out to kind of get you guys another place to go.
All right. Well, I'm going to say, God, for fuck's sake, and I'm just going to fling fairy fire out at the spot where he disappeared.
Okay.
And I'm going to, Yibi, up here. And as Yibi rides up, I'm going to try to jump onto the back of the mule.
Okay, Yibi rides up beside you. Give me any acrobatics check. It's not a high number. But I have an opportunity to fail.
Oh, thank God.
You
finally does something cool for the new people.
Leap from the cart.
And as he does, he looks back at the warlocks and he's like, "Warlocks, you're on!" Because he's feeling really cool for once.
And you make it onto the mule, and Yibi's like, where are we going?
There, through the fucking lights, Yibi, for fuck's sake.
Sorry, sir. And then he kind of keeps going.
Poor Yibi. Fucking.
He leads the mule over to that area, and the fairy fire has illuminated the area a bit better now, and you can see roughly where the druid was standing. You can see the grasses have been kind of pushed down, and you can even see kind of his hand where he stuck his hand in the undergrowth.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I know, like, if I can figure out what the fuck happened over here?
Yeah, you can go over there and take a look. It's pretty well lit now, so any one of you could.
I'll climb out of the back of the cart onto the steps, but I'm not leaving the cart.
You're just like, I'm gonna stay here where it's safe.
Yep.
I'll walk over.
I don't know shit.
Over? All right, Gilbetta, as usual, doesn't have.
Yeah, I'm just staring at it like. He gone.
I guess he's gone. All right, so Penn, you go over to take a look at this.
So it's illuminated, you said, by the fairy fire, and then it's just overgrown grass over the spot where his hands went into the earth.
Yeah, you can see his handprints where they went into the earth, and the grass is kind of bent down a little bit where he was standing. But you can clearly see that whatever happened to him, there's a direct straight path behind where he was standing that cuts through this overgrown field towards the house. You can clearly see where the grasses have been bent over and moved.
So I don't know what happened to him, but I'm pretty sure I know where he went.
Where? I didn't see shit.
And I'm just like pointing over that way with my little flame in hand, just like that there.
Oh, right. Yes.
That's great.
I wanted to give you a chance to notice it, as I did.
Yeah.
Good save.
You're pointing into the woods?
No, he's pointing through the field towards the house.
So the house you said is on the far side of the clearing. So would it be possible on foot to go all the way in the trees around the clearing and then come out behind the house?
Yes, it would be. But you would have to navigate the forest, and it'd be a little bit difficult and treacherous.
Guess we're paying a house visit.
Are you seriously suggesting we just walk up to the door of something that just sucks some guy 300 feet through the trees?
Plus, it knows we're here.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
He is our guide, though, and I don't really see another way out of this clearing since he
We're
was
kind of stuck.
All right, then we go. Eh?
All right, I want everybody to make a perception check.
Fucking great.
Gotcha.
Gilbetta's having a bad day.
Hey, how about it? About fucking time those points pay off. God damn it.
Okay, Koshano, you're kind of in a heightened, agitated state.
Yeah, I am.
But whenever this shit happens to you, you're like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. You're just like, why always this?
Yeah.
Well, you've only seen me use 10% of my power. So.
Not meme Shaggy. But you're just so you're in this heightened. So it occurs to you the scarecrows aren't in the same position that they were when you started.
Guys?
Yeah, what?
The scarecrows are moving.
They're doing the fucking what?
You know what scarecrows really don't like?
Fire.
Fire?
I look over at Penn. I'm assuming you still got the control flame in your hand. It lasts like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, I've still got it, I assume. So yeah, I was thinking I can throw this, but we don't know what'll happen.
Well, things will start on fire. Something will happen.
All right.
Right.
What's the nearest one, Puck?
The nearest one is about. Let's see how far away it is from you.
You should never take advice from somebody who worships a chaos god.
It's about 15 feet away.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to throw my produced flame at that, which is a roll for. I would roll to throw to hit, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Give me a ranged attack, basic ranged attack. So I guess roll plus dex.
Ooh. Oh god.
All right. So you got to work on that throwing arm.
Good lord.
Rough.
So it goes short and it falls into the grass, and you can see the smoke come up and you can see the light as the flame kind of goes. But then as a bank of fog passes over it, it disappears.
What the fuck? Gilbetta sees this, and at the same one, how far did you say away? Did you say it was?
About 15 feet away.
The flame disappears.
Well, he threw it and it landed about 8 feet away because he didn't get a really good.
She's like, all right, and then so she casts Sacred Flame at the fucking thing.
Okay.
So that's a 14.
All right. It doesn't save because it is a scarecrow.
Yeah.
And does not move out of the way. Your Sacred Flame hits this particular scarecrow, and it lights up and it burns.
That's it? Nothing else? Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, Koshano.
Your flame comes down from the sky. It hits it. It erupts in a bright light, and it starts to burn. And eventually, it kind of smolders away, and the hanging bits of the scarecrow are just still sitting there.
Gilbetta says that one's not going to move anymore.
Koshano, seeing that it didn't move while we're looking at it,
yep,
is going to kick the mule and say, "Yibi, round them up!" And just like direct go from 1 to 1 and cast Prestidigitation to light each one on fire. Just keeping them all in view, just like boom, 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 boom. Prestidigitation on every single one because they're just bundles of tinder.
Okay.
I will sit down, seeing him take off in front of us. I'm still on the cart. I will sit down, grab the reins, and start to yeehaw
the cart forward.
Just
I don't even want to
straight
fuck
down the
with
middle.
things right now.
We're not sneaking anywhere now, so right down the middle.
Light them all on fire.
Okay.
Well,
All right. So first, the outcome of Koshano's actions.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Let's see what happens.
As you ride forward, you're moving up to the first one, going to cast Prestidigitation. The mule trips. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, god damn it. Every single fucking time. Hold on, wait. I gotta go over to the saving throws area. Nice.
All right. So the mule trips, and you and Yibi go tumbling to the ground. You recover just fine and land on your feet.
Willy Wonka style.
And as you come to your feet, there is a scarecrow hanging right in front of you. So you land, and you get up, and it's right there.
Oh!
Gilbetta says, "Don't blink."
It looks into your eyes, and I need you to make a wisdom saving.
I've watched enough Doctor Who. I fucking
Weeping scarecrows. Yeah.
Man.
Wisdom saving throw of 18.
19.
All right. Oh, 19. Even
Wait,
more.
hold on. No, wait. Hold on. Jack of all trades for skills. Never mind.
Yeah.
yeah. So
right.
calm down.
So it looks at you, and its eyes glow bright red. And you feel this wave of fear wash over you, but you steel yourself. And then
fear is where I live, motherfucker.
And then
I'm scared of everything all the time.
And then as it's just hanging there with its hands like this, it goes, it comes after you like this.
Did I already light it on fire?
No.
Good.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that.
So 2 claw attacks come your way, Koshano. One is a high number that's probably going to hit you. That's 19. And the other one is an 18.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn it.
So you don't take a whole lot of damage. So that's 8 damage.
Oof, okay.
Good.
From those claws. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Damn it. No! Fuck.
You are scared.
We lost the bard.
You are frightened. You have disadvantage on attacking this creature, and you cannot move towards it anymore.
Well,
I'm pretty much right in front of it.
Yeah. So I mean, good for you on that one. So that happens, and because of that, we are now in initiative.
I was gonna say.
if we weren't, I was gonna fucking not believe you. Wow, Gilbetta is not having it. Gilbetta does not fucking want this.
I said Gilbetta can always not be an initiative.
She can abstain. Well, no, she just
I'm gonna set this one out.
Wow. Okay. Penn wants it less. Good lord.
Okay. So what all do we have? We got Koshano at 18. We got
Guy is at 13.
okay. What's that? 5. He is at 15. And Penn is at 4. Penn's not having this either, apparently.
Ben, you actually see you rolled a 4, but your thing is just so low. I rolled a 3, but I have 2.5 to add to it. They're 2.1. So it's just
All right, and these guys aren't going super high in the order either. So, all right. So Koshano, it's your go.
I am going to run away from this thing.
Okay.
And I am scared. It seems like the natural thing I would do.
All right, you are frightened.
I am frightened.
All right. Which direction do you run?
The direct opposite direction, because I'm face to face with it. So I'm going to run exactly the opposite of where I was. If Yibi is within arm's reach, I'm going to grab him by the coat on the way.
You don't know where Yibi is. After you fell off the mule, you lost sight of him.
Okay, so I'm probably going to run about 10 feet back and go, Yibi! And,
all right.
And hold a dodge action, I guess. Can I do that?
You sure can.
All right.
You can take a defensive stance.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm scared. I'm trying to get away. But not without Yibi.
No, I hear you. All right. Guy.
I'm on the. I whip the horses even faster and start screaming out loud, "Get to the house! Get to the house!"
All right. So you're riding the cart straight through.
Yep.
Give me an animal handling.
At -1.
Whoa,
well, that's a solid animal handling.
Buddy's out of the way early.
You master control of this cart. You and this horse are one. And able to move forward with, in skills that you didn't know you had. And you're barreling towards the front of this house on this cart.
Sure.
And as you're barreling towards the front of the house, I want you to give me a perception check because you are kind of above everything riding on the cart.
Absolutely.
All those years playing with his weasel finally paid off.
I was just going to say also with -1.
Frick!
What the shit?
What?
This has never happened to us.
This is what you get when you pay Roll20 $30 a month instead of 10.
Membership. Give that extra. All right. So you rolled that one. You can see the scarecrows in the field. Some of them dip below the grass, and other ones come up. Almost like a whack-a-mole game.
Like a whack-a-mole, yeah, sure.
Various there seems to be no pattern or rhyme or reason to it. Some of them go down, some of them come up. Sometimes more come up, and sometimes, all of them go down.
Sure. I'm assuming that was my action to control the animal and perceive and everything. Yeah. Okay.
That's your thing. So you're moving forward at a brisk pace. All right. So after that, we go into Gilbetta.
Who?
Gilbetta, tell me what you got.
Oh my lord. Gilbetta is like, what the fuck?
From your position, you can see that Guy has barreled the cart towards the house and is screaming out for people to get to the house. Koshano has disappeared into the grass with Yibi and the mule, and you are with Penn.
I just look at him like, what the fuck? And then I'm going to so are any of them close to me, like scarecrow wise?
Scarecrow wise, no, but these scarecrows are going nuts now. Some of them are popping out of the grass, some of them are dropping down below the grass. There's all kinds of stuff happening. There's scarecrow whack-a-mole happening in these fields right now, and it's just constant.
Is the fog? I know that the fog was doing some weird shit earlier. Is the fog doing anything right now?
The fog still occasionally moves through in banks.
Well, fuck. I guess I'm gonna fucking. I don't know if it's Gilbetta's like, she's like, I don't know if it's a good idea to go to the house. There might be some more fucked up shit in the fucking house. I don't fucking know.
This might be worse. Right now, carnival of scarecrows.
But now we got this fucking weird shit going on. I don't know. She's just gonna, I guess.
When Gilbetta's not around people, her accent gets real country.
Yeah, listen. No, this is Gilbetta's inner monologue, right? Like,
Yeah,
right? Her inner voice is very different.
Yeah.
There's no accent.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck it. I'm gonna make a run for it.
Okay.
She's like, fuck this, and then she follows after the cart as well.
Okay, so you're following behind the cart.
Yeah.
Is your intention to catch the cart or simply take advantage of the path the cart is making?
Path. Oh, definitely path.
Okay. All right. So you make your way along the cart. You run your full speed.
Yeah. Which is 30.
Some thick, brambly hands reach out from the overgrowth on the sides of the cart path and they reach for you. Make a dexterity save.
Da, 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 da. Ah!
Oh shit.
You are grabbed and yanked into this field.
This is how we roll.
So you're just running along, and it's just like, whoa, and you're pulled on, and this horrific-looking scarecrow is holding you to the ground. It's kind of pulled you to the ground, and I need you to make a will save for me.
So wisdom.
Yes, wisdom. Sorry.
Good job.
There it is.
You are not afraid.
Listen, Gilbetta's wise as fuck, okay?
And far too angry to be afraid.
Yeah.
Far too angry. Penn, what do you
stole
got?
my cart.
Well, I probably would have done the same thing she did given the circumstances. The only difference is I see her take off, and I take a brief moment to pull out my little arcane focus crystal and whisper the words and cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and have that going, and then I will also follow in that path.
All right. So give us the breakdown of Armor of Agathis.
Let me see. I have it. It essentially it would cover me in a thin ice-like armor. It will deal... I have it right here. There we go. Oh, well, that's helpful.
Self armor thing.
We know how it's spelled now. It's fine.
There's a display option in the spell itself that says show spell card.
Oh, yes.
Show description, and it'll show the whole thing. But yeah, it does damage if anybody gets close enough, or if anybody hits you. I think it does damage back, right?
Half damage.
I think I hit the wrong spell somewhere. Yes, essentially, Armor of Agathis just does. It does. Here we are. I gain 10 because I'm casting it at second level. I'll gain 10 temporary hit points because it's 5 per level. And if anything attacks me and hits with a melee attack, it will take 10 cold damage.
Okay.
And it lasts for an hour.
So you surround yourself in this frigid barrier and make chase. And how are my little underlings going to respond to this? All right. So hands reach out from the field, just like with Gilbetta. And I need you to make a dexterity to save.
Wow.
I tripped.
Dive into that.
It's like hugs. And there it goes. All right. So you are grabbed. You can see the thick frost forming around this creature as it grasps you as a result of your cold armor. And it takes it, but its face is unchanging. And make a will save.
All right. Would that be wisdom?
Yes. Sorry, wisdom. I'm doing the wrong thing. Wisdom, you are not afraid.
Mm-mm.
Its horrific visage has no effect on you, but you are prone with this creature over top of you, just like Gilbetta.
Another Monday.
And we go back to the top of the round with Koshano. Koshano, you heard Guy yelling and a lot of racket from the cart. And then you heard Gilbetta yelling, and then Gilbetta yell, and then more ruffling in the field.
Can I hear Yibi around anywhere?
No, you can't hear Yibi at all.
Shit. All right, I need to get up higher. How far where am I in position to the cart's path?
You don't know. You can't see over the grass. Yeah.
Can I hear the direction his yelling was coming from?
Give me a perception check and let me know how good you hear.
All right.
You have a pretty good idea which direction the cart is.
Okay, I'm going to run to where I heard him yell from, assuming that it's going to bring me up behind him and in his path.
Okay.
And once I get there, I'm going to look around and see what I see to use my action on.
Well, let's see if you get there.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me. All right. You are not grasped, but you see these brambly hands reach out from the tall grasses and try to get a hold of you from one direction or another. But you're able to make it all the way, and you come out on the path, and you come out behind the cart as it barrels towards the house.
Okay, do I have any movement left?
Yeah, you got a little bit left. You can run up on the cart a bit, but you don't think you can catch it.
I'm going to run up on the cart, and I guess I'm going to stay ready with a dodge action still at this point until.
All right.
You're
going to stay prepared?
Yeah.
All right. So after that, we go to Guy.
So I turn and look, and I can't see any of them.
You can see Koshano jump out of the field.
Okay, I assumed he was right behind the cart, and he was.
Oh yeah, no, he's far enough back that if you look back, you can kind of see him.
Okay, and then the other two are gone.
Yep.
So he screams out, "We can't fight this. We have to go right to the boss," and continues on towards the house. There's too many.
All right. So you continue barreling on. Give me one more animal handling check for the rest of the way.
Here's where I fall out of the cart.
You can do this one with advantage because you did so well in the previous check, and you and this horse have a good relationship so far.
Just for the second time.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to keep that 16.
Yeah,
and,
let's use that one.
it's not as wonderful as the first time. The horse is getting kind of tired and having enough of this, but you are making it on your way up. And
about how far across am I? Like, am I halfway, 3/4 of the way?
With that roll, you're about at the house now.
Okay, because my plan is to bail off and start pounding on the door. Call off the dogs. Call off the dogs. Hey, we are just here to talk.
All right. So you're pounding on the door, telling him to call off the dogs. And that's where Guy's turn ends.
Great.
Now, the two of you who are facing scarecrows, those scarecrows are going to try and attack you. First, Gilbetta's scarecrow lashes out with these brambly claws it has. And wow, it does not roll well at all. How does a 10 and
Fuck that guy.
13 grab you?
My AC is 13.
Okay, so tie goes defender.
So fuck that guy.
All right. So yeah, he tries to lash at you. You're just shrugging it off. Like, whatever, man. I faced worse than you.
I ain't afraid of you, bitch.
I ain't afraid anymore. All right, Penn. Let's see how good a time Penn has. Okay, those are some higher numbers. All right, the first one against Penn is 18.
That hits.
Okay. And the second one is only 10.
Oh, that does not hit.
All right. So for the first one, you take not a lot of damage. Oh, 5 damage.
All right.
That was the highest number on that dice. Okay. And so you take 5 damage, and you have to make another wisdom saving throw to see if this thing is frightening you yet.
All right. And then wisdom. And then will he take the 10 damage from attacking me, correct?
Yes, he does. And in fact, you notice that his movement is slowing as the cold from your patron's power kind of engulfs him and freezes up his kind of wicker body.
That's enough.
And it's weird because its face is just constantly the same. It's frozen in this stitched, horrific smile that's always looking at you as it like slows down.
Okay.
All right. So then we go into Gilbetta's turn.
Okay. So this thing is like holding me down, right?
Yeah, it's on top of you, kind of slashing with its claws.
So we're already touching, right?
Yeah.
I guess since I'm like already fucking got my hands on it, I'm gonna try to cast inflict wounds.
All right. Well, I'm going to need you to still roll a touch attack because you still got to reach up with your hands and grab it.
Let's see. Let's see. Sorry.
That's okay. Ooh.
So it's 11. Does
11's
11 hit?
enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that's 21 necrotic damage.
Okay. How do these guys do
Well,
necrotic damage?
Necrotic, but they're made out of straw. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they don't have. They're okay with necrotic damage. All right, so the various materials that this scarecrow is made of begin to rot away and to kind of decay around it. The straw blackens and turns white and kind of dusts away, and the burlap sections all kind of corrode away, and its face is unchanging. It just keeps looking at you with this frozen, stitched smile as it tries to claw you to death.
Gilbetta says, "Suck it, freak."
It just doesn't. It's so unsatisfying. It just has no reaction whatsoever.
Anyway.
And then we go to Penn's turn.
So am I frightened? I don't remember because I had the 9.
You had the 9. You are frightened.
Okay, so if I attack, it's at disadvantage, and I have to move away.
Yeah.
What would I have to roll to try to break the grapple? Would that be a dex check?
You can do an acrobatics or an athletics. I accept either one.
All right, I'll take acrobatics. Let's do that. I'll try to wriggle my way out of this one.
All right. Okay, so you got a 17 acrobatics. That is a success. But Penn, I want you to paint me a picture with your words. Flavor this for me. What does this look like? What is Penn's right acrobatic?
So I'm gonna say that I noticed that he's freezing up. He's still unmoving, but like as the crystallization of the frost crawls up his arm, I see an opportunity. I realize, okay, so I shift my weight really hard into one side and try to crack the wrists just enough to like get out and pull. So I roll backwards out of that.
All right. So you do your acrobatic escape, and it's slow to pursue you, but you're able to wriggle free, and you have a little bit of movement left. What do you want to do?
What can I see? Am I off the ground now, or am I still prone?
You're off the ground. You kind of, with your acrobatics check, you kind of made it up to your feet. You can't see over the grasses, even with your tall stature. Mm-hmm. So it's difficult to get your bearings as to where exactly you are.
All right. Oh man, I gotta find out where they're going, or else I'm drowning here. Can I hear anything? Would there be anything that I would detect around me from any of the others? Any of them?
Give me a perception check, and I will see if you can find a direction to go.
All right.
You kind of feel like you hear Guy yelling and pounding on a door.
Imagine that. You hear Guy yelling.
Yeah. In the distance. Call off your dogs!
All right. Well, I'm going to book it with whatever remains of my movement in that direction then.
Okay. You book it with whatever remains of your movement in that direction. All right. Now we go back to the top of the round with Koshano. You've made it out into this field.
Yeah, Koshano is still looking for Evie, so he's going to go to the cart. He's going to climb to the top of the cart and look around to see if from the higher vantage point on top of the cart he can see Evie.
You can't see Evie.
Can't see Evie anywhere.
Evie's dead. Let it go.
All right, then I'm going to... So, compared to the top of our covered carriage here, how high is the roof of this building?
Quite a bit higher. The building is actually 2 stories. You could probably get into a second floor window.
Can I see through a second floor window?
No, they're very dark.
Yeah, because at this point, I can't see him anywhere. I'm assuming he's also been dragged into the building, like our guide. We're assuming they've both been dragged into the building. Shit. I can't see through the second floor window. I can't see. Everything's dark inside the building. I guess I'm going to jump down and run towards the back as far as I can get with as much movement I have left. See if there's a back door.
Okay. All right. So you jump off and start running towards the back of the house. And that'll be your turn for now.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
No response from inside.
Response.
Okay, try the doorknob.
Try the doorknob?
Yep.
It opens.
Push it open and step in.
You push the doorknob open. Classic.
I've got 60 feet of dark vision, so unless it's magically dark in there, I should have some idea what's going on.
It is not magically dark, but you can see inside. It's a simple hallway with a stairway leading up, and then that takes up half the hallway. And then to the other half, there is a hall that leads out, and there are 3 doors at the end. One that goes straight, and 2 that go off to the side. Directly in front of you, there are 2 archways leading into separate rooms.
So quick look around is like too many to check, so I just start screaming, "Hello, hello! I am in your house. Come and see me, eh?"
All right. So as you yell that, a stillness falls over this patch of land. Everything stops. In the field, Gilbetta, your scarecrow, just freezes solid. Just stops. And Penn, the one that you were escaping from, stops. All the activity in the field stops. No less than 12 scarecrows emerge slowly from the field on their stalks, and then all turn towards the doorway.
Oh, fuck.
And this is how Guy sacrificed himself.
And they just stand there staring. Guy, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, excellent.
You are not afraid.
Okay.
Too stupid to be afraid.
The house
Apparently.
creaks and settles, and everything stays silent.
I kind of turtle up a little bit and wait to see what happens next. That's it for me.
That's it for Guy.
What?
Gilbetta, you're up. This scarecrow is now. It stopped attacking you. Went like this, and then this stick that it sits on came up and like saddled it, and it rose up above you and just sat on it. And then you saw it turn towards the house.
Okay, well, I haven't taken any damage, so was I laying down? Can I stand? I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah.
If I was laying down, I'm gonna stand the fuck up.
Still has this like massive rotted section where you used your attack on it.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm gonna, because clearly it might not be fucking with me right now, but it's trying to go fuck up him. So Gilbetta don't like that shit. So Gilbetta's gonna cast Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
Save the guy that ran away. All right.
She has her own code.
Gilbetta struggles with it, okay?
All right, give me that Sacred Flame. All right, so you sear it with 5 radiant damage. It makes no attempt to move. It ignites and just burns in front of you.
Does it burn like all the way? Like,
yeah, it burns until it falls apart to pieces and then kind of goes to the ground.
All right. Fucking done. 1 down.
Let that be a lesson to all of you.
The trick is to look at it and set it on fire.
I tried that. It didn't work out too well.
Well, I've done it twice now.
Is that just quiet enough for Gilbetta not to hear it?
As
All
you're
right,
running around the back of the house.
But you do feel like you can make a clear path to the house now. It seems that all the activity,
Can
as far as these scarecrows, has stopped.
Okay. Yeah. That guy pissed me off. So,
So he had to be punished.
yeah, he had to die. I'm gonna, I guess, go over to the house where fucking starting shit guy over there is.
All right, you make your way over there.
Yeah.
Penn, all of the activity has stopped, and you heard Guy's voice, and you started running previous turns, so you do emerge from the field to this scene that all the scarecrows have stopped, and they're all facing the doorway of this house. And there's a total of 12 of them. Well, 11 now. One is kind of like a burnt tea stick that was holding a
Lest to not forget, motherfuckers.
So am I up by the house at this point?
You're pretty close. You're just a short walk up, and
Okay, I'm gonna approach, and I won't enter the doorway, but I'll definitely get like on the threshold and just kind of take in my surroundings and just call into Guy, just kind of a little like, is everything all right in there?
Guy is all turtled up in the entrance.
I honestly have no idea.
He's having a wonderful time. All right.
Really.
And we will drop out of initiative. Gilbetta, you make it up to the doorway with everyone else. And Koshano has gone around back, all by himself.
And I'm gonna say, what? I'm gonna look at G. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck did you do?
I stopped the problem, eh? When you have a problem, you go to the source. I don't kill ants, I burn the anthill, right?
Whatever.
All right. And on that note, we will take a short break.
Okay.
Short break. Hey, if you want to stay tuned for this special announcement from Cookie Seed.
Hail and well met, fellow travelers. I am Koshano the Quick, Mercenary of Mischief and emissary of the Avalon Knights Academy. Here today to talk to you about my very favorite beverage. Now, if you're an advanced drinker like myself, you know that wine is just fine and ale never fails, but sometimes you need a bit more speed. A drink with the veritable strength of a steed, and that's when I reach for Cookies Mead. That's right, Cookies Mead, made from the finest honey the apiaries of Golden Fields has to offer, plus other ingredients known only to Cookie himself. It pours golden smooth, has the sweet, fresh aroma of a summer's breeze, and goes down easier than a halfling during candle nights. Ugh. Thank God. Now you might be asking, Koshano, how could such a delicious, pleasurable beverage possibly be strong enough for my needs? Well, let me assure you, my friend, Cookies Mead is strong enough to take the edge off of even the sharpest adventure. How strong exactly? Well, that depends entirely on how well you roll. Yeah, shit.
Koshano, you are standing in an empty void. And as you say, oh shit, that echoes out into the void and then reverberates back. And images of you wearing various disguises over the years begin to appear around you.
I know that fellow. That one, I know that fellow. That one, I know that fellow. That one, I know that.
This bizarre chorus until it echoes off into nothingness.
I've always wanted to try. I've always wanted to try. Whoa. For the longest time. Whoa.
That was a weird one. Are we still... Okay. So whether it's a drink after a hard day of adventuring, rough holidays with the family, or entertaining guests whose welfare you're not necessarily concerned about, reach for Cookies Mead, the only drink that leaves sobriety to chance. I told you it was fine. I told you it was going to be fine.
You won't go blind and you might not die, so why not give Cookies Mead a try?
I don't think he even knows. Honestly. No, the goblins found like a dozen cases of it in one of the storerooms. I don't think he even knows it's there. So I'm trying to unload it quickly. I'm hoping this will help. What do you mean I can't smoke in here? Of course I can smoke in here. It's I'm like one of the owners. Fuck that guy. Who's that guy? Do you know that guy? You do seem familiar. I think I know you. I think you owe me quite a bit of coin, don't you? Be honest. It was a game of chance. It was a game of chance at the yawning portal. Don't see, you thought I had forgotten, didn't you? Fuck you. Get rid of this guy. You're fired. Take whatever pay he had. He owes me money. No, fuck you. I'm done with this shit. I'm done with you. Fuck you. Cookies Mead pours golden smooth. Yibby, you're in the way. Yibby, you're in the way. Yibby, we're trying to shoot a commercial here. Please. Can you please? Yes, I know you can't eat. Please don't eat the paper towels. But I will give you some mead when we're done. You don't bite me. What has gotten into you? Look, Edie, I know. We haven't spent much time together today. I promise, when we're done, we'll work on your pan flute skills. Yes, all right. Very good. No, don't. No, I said when we're done. Keep going like that. We're not going to have any lesson today at all. No. Stop it. Oh, you're adorable. Get down. Shoo. All right. Wait.
Was
And we're back.
back.
I hope everybody enjoyed the halftime show. All right.
Welcome back to Too Many Warlocks.
Too many warlocks. In a haunted house in the woods. Maybe it's haunted. Maybe it's something else the DM created this morning.
Maybe the DM is an asshole.
What? No, look. My greatest joy is to.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
We have new followers. This is great.
Baby, we got
Things
a
are going awesome.
follow.
LG said so one.
Yeah.
LG said so one. Thanks for following us. I hope you enjoy our story.
Said so one. Thank you.
When last we left our heroes, they encountered far too many scarecrows in a very spooky field. And then Guy ran up to the house and hammered on the door, and the door opened. The house seemed to welcome him in, and Koshano separated himself from the party. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Continuing his streak of stupidity.
We now return to our scene, still in progress.
Still don't know where Yibi is.
Yes, Yibi is missing. Yibi
At this point, I am assuming he is in the house with our guide. I'm assuming they are both there. I'm operating on pure instinctive panic mode at this point. This is why I'm around back. Mode? Did I find a back door?
You go around the back of the house, Koshano, and there is this locked cellar door at the back of this house.
I immediately go for my thieves' tools and start lock picking.
Okay. I'm so happy. All right. So,
You're always happy.
Gonna regret this. Always gonna regret this.
well, that's because I have this amazing party that I get to interact with every week, and bring me so much joy. All right. So, meanwhile, back at the ranch, everyone is at the front door of this house that occasionally kind of creaks and settles. And these scarecrows are all still staring at you.
So what the fuck? Do we just kill them now while they're not doing anything?
They are not doing anything. We don't need to kill them at all. Eh?
But that doesn't mean they won't do anything.
How about we wait until they do?
Oh God, I wish Koshano was here. This guy.
Where's Koshano? I see you two, but
I don't. It's Koshano. He's got issues.
I'm just gonna
drink the ocean.
Yeah, no.
I'm just gonna call out for him then.
Okay. You call out for Koshano. Koshano, you don't hear a thing.
Wouldn't respond if I did.
You don't hear a thing.
I take Twitch down off my shoulder and put him on the floor and tell him, investigate. They go find somebody for me. And he takes off running through the house.
I missed that. That's great. Branding.
The branding opportunities that
I don't know. So
this mustachioed weasel represents.
I guess we just see who's in this house. Hello.
Well, Twitch scurries off of Guy's shoulder and into the house. And which direction does Twitch go? Is he going into one of the archways that lead into other rooms in the first room, or is he pursuing further down?
I'm assuming the doors at the end are actually doors, and he's not very good with locks, so he's just going to run into the two rooms with the archways while I stay back by the door out of line of sight.
Okay, so refresh me on this, because I'm always flummoxed when it comes to familiars. Are you seeing through his eyes, or is he seeing on his own?
At this point, I am not seeing through his eyes because I don't want to be blind. So he can communicate with me telepathically. So if he sees anything, he just screeches. He doesn't speak because he's an animal, but he can go, shit, and run away.
Okay, so he communicates with you telepathically, but he still communicates that like a weasel would.
Yes, exactly. And sorry, he can, as long as we're on the same plane, we can communicate telepathically. If we're within 100 feet, I can go and look through his eyes.
Okay. See, initially I would have just done it so that you hear him in common in your head. But when he communicates, see what. So I'm trying to decide which is
sweet sauce, DM.
Which is more fun. Okay, I have a character for this weasel now.
Oh,
I think if he communicates in common, I can give him a character of my own. So that's what I'm going to do.
Decision made.
So he goes in. And Guy, there's no one here. But there is delicious food. There is a giant bounty here, Guy. I'm going to have a little snack. Just a little bit. Oh, Guy is so good.
Oh, of course, mon ami. Eat away.
There's so much, Guy. It's more food than I've ever seen.
And then I'll look into the other archway, the way he didn't go.
Yep. You see a dusty kind of sitting room. There are couches and there are some what appear to be bookshelves and kind of cabinets, but everything is covered in these white sheets.
Well, I don't like that very much. And I wait for everybody else. I am anything but brave.
Okay.
Yeah, we noticed.
It's kind of my number one feature.
Just little sounds from Guy occasionally in your from Twitch in your head. Oh, it's so good. Oh, sacre bleu. Oh, it's so tender.
OMG.
Just keeps going like that.
It's only 10 gold to bring him back if he eats till he explodes.
Yeah.
It's only how much?
10 gold every time.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll front that.
Yeah. No, familiars are cheap.
Yeah.
I will front that for a joke.
Okay. All right. So, anyone else at the front gate gonna take any actions?
Did I don't.
Come on, Miss. Let's rush into this Thunder Temple.
You're not here. Shut up. Did he see anything?
All he found was food, eh?
Food?
Apparently he's eating in that room over there.
Gilbetta steps into the house.
Okay.
I follow the heavily armored person into the other room.
Are you going into the room where Twitch went?
Yeah, if there's food.
Okay, so Twitch is on an empty banquet table.
What?
Just kind of writhing around and grabbing what appears to be nothing and shoving it into his mouth. And he just goes from here.
Wisdom saving throws?
He's a familiar. It's fine.
I think maybe he got into the mushrooms, eh?
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna shout back and I'm gonna say, guys, bit of a thing in here. No food.
This weasel's acting weird.
There's no actual food.
Or maybe it's acting normal. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's the rest of us that can't see the food.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The room that Guy was in, the one where, because I assume we're all in this front area, and then she walked off, and Guy was in the room with the sheets. You said there were bookshelves in there?
Yeah, there what appear to be bookshelves and cabinets, but it's tough to tell because they're covered in sheets.
I am going to step over there and pull the sheet off of whatever looks to be like a bookshelf.
Okay. You pull the sheet off of the bookshelf, and this cloud of dust. And when you kind of shake your hand and push the dust away, the room is well lit now. It's very clean. All of the other sheets are off all the bookshelves. There's a series of various volumes of all kinds of things, and a man in a sitting robe lights a pipe on the couch and just smokes it a little bit. And said, "So, about what we were discussing."
I'm going to assume that I managed to keep my cool in all this, as my hand is still partially on this bookshelf almost, and I'm just going to turn and say, well, I suppose that is all circumstantial.
It may be circumstantial, but the important thing is, can it be done?
You seem like a scholar. May I ask your name?
I'm Penwood.
Well.
You know me. We've been talking about this for hours now. Perhaps you've been studying too hard.
I have no way of keeping time. I'm a bit bewildered, and I'm going to say I would like to look to see if Guy is still like there in the main area. Can I see he's still out there, or?
You're in the same room, but it doesn't appear dusty and dilapidated anymore. This seems to be an active, fairly nice home.
Mm-hmm. So I did see, I'm sorry, it cut out. I did see him, or I did not?
You do not see them anymore.
Oh, well, then I guess after looking, I guess my first question to him would be, I came here with companions. If I've been here a long time, I certainly don't remember, but my memory was never my strongest suit. Could you please enlighten me on the situation at hand?
Very strange. He kind of smokes the pipe a little bit more. Well, I suppose we could try it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? And then he bursts into flames in front of you, screaming and writhing in pain, until he burns down to ash. And you're back in the dusty room. and you can see Guy and Gilbetta across the hall looking at this writhing weasel.
Ah.
See, I don't know any of that shit, so I'm just like, what do you think he's eating? What do you think he thinks he's eating?
He's just super interested. You're like, how do I get this?
Does it taste good? I don't.
I am just waiting to see if he ever gets full of eating nothing.
How does that work exactly?
They're empty carbs.
Yeah.
The weirdest part is he's a familiar. He actually doesn't have to eat.
But he's a familiar who is convinced that he is a weasel.
Oh yeah.
So occasionally that takes over, right?
As Via said, empty calories.
Okay. He seems hungry. What of you? What do you think of this place? Pin?
I don't like it, but I like it better than the guys outside.
Nobody saw that. No, you guys are
So
just...
what? So what?
My friend.
I look to the ground. Is the ash still there?
No, the ash pile is gone.
What?
I'm gonna just chalk it up to just me being me. It was probably nothing. And is the sheet still on the bookshelf that I pulled off?
No, it is off the bookshelf now.
So
What?
and
Is
there
it something with the books?
I think I just maybe overthinking it a bit, but I would like to take a closer look at the books while y'all investigate whatever's happening with Guy's weasel. I don't need any part of that.
I am a child. Okay. All right.
I'm supposed to be an adult, but that's still funny.
I thought it. I wasn't gonna fix it.
Fortunately, not in the room.
Okay. So as that unfolds, we go back to Koshano.
Yes.
Koshano, give me a stealth check to use your thieves' tools to open this lock.
Use my thieves' tools stealthily. The most stealthy stealth. Where I actually have points.
No, that's good enough. All right, so you crack open this rusty lock and open up the gates to this cellar.
Yes. I am in a frenzy. I'm trying to find my squire.
Okay.
And so I go on in.
You go on in.
Foolishly charge in. So unlike Koshano.
What
But
appears to be this empty cellar. You go in, and as you touch the bottom step, the room is a bustle with shouting people. It's like thick with a crowd. People are waving, bits of coin and betting slips around this brawl that is going on.
Who's winning?
There are two people. There appears to be a half elf and a very buff human. He's bald and he just ripped, and they're beating the crap out of each other. And it appears the bald guy's winning.
All right. Fuck. I look around for Yeeby.
All right. You look around for Yeeby. You can't see him anywhere in this crowd.
Fuck. I need their attention. I reach into my bag and pull out a handful of just however much gold comes out in my hand.
Okay.
And I hold it up and I say, 50 gold on the elf!
Okay.
Just to get everyone's attention.
Nobody notices you.
Oh.
I said 100 gold on the elf!
The fight continues and nobody notices you.
Oh, Bard's worst nightmare.
The elf produces a blade from his wrist and slits the throat of the bald man.
Fuck! Why didn't anyone take that bet?
Who stumbles around, it's like spraying blood everywhere, and then collapses to the ground, reaching out to the crowd.
I'm going to... Nobody noticed 100 gold bet. I'm going to run straight through whoever's in front of me and start waving my arms around and try to figure out what's real.
as you start to do this, everyone disappears, and you're alone in this dusty cellar.
Shit. Gold back, straight back in the pouch.
Straight back in the pouch.
I'm alone in the cellar. Okay. I'm gonna fairy fire it up and just the area. See what I can see here.
Okay.
Do you need me to? I don't know what the area is in that.
20 foot.
20-foot cube.
Okay.
I've run forward and I am wherever I am at that point. How big is this room?
This room is about, we'll say, 12 foot by 12 foot. It's just kind of like a storage room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've lit up all the objects in the room.
Yeah, it's all brightly lit. There's a shelf filled with various preserved items.
No Yibi, no nothing weird that looks like a weird passage. Stairs up.
There is a stairway leading up, and there is another heavily locked door. It's got 3 locks on it.
It's got 3 locks on it. I'm assuming they didn't lock those 3 locks that quick. So I'm going up. I'm going towards whatever the passage up is. I'm just breaking through. I don't know that these guys are up there yet. I'm just going up there.
Just going upstairs. Okay. All right.
Yes, I've got to find my square.
Back at the party. So something unusual happened to Penn, and nobody saw it. And Guy and Gilbetta are just looking at Penn's weasel.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna see what's in these other rooms. And is there an archway or a door or something?
There is a door leading out of this room, and then the archway that leads back into the main hall, where there is a stairway leading up. Then 3 doors at the end of the hall.
I'm gonna try the door.
Okay.
Whatever the closest door is.
Twitches at his fun. I'll just snap my fingers and he's back on my shoulder.
All right, you snap your fingers and he goes back up. He seems quite satisfied. Yeah, this is great. We're having a wonderful time. We should go to more places like this.
Fix your mustache, my friend. Fix your mustache. It is all screwed up, eh?
Of course, give me the wax.
Empty rooms, got it.
Preening. He hangs a mirror on your ear and then he's preening the entire time. All right, so
fucking narcissistic.
What?
Gilbetta, as you open this door, you see a very well lit, very, very nice kitchen.
Ooh.
Everything, all the pieces are pristine, and you hear a human woman screaming. Just like crying out. No, it wasn't me. I didn't mean to. I swear. Have mercy on me.
Do I see this? Can I tell where it's coming from?
Yeah, it's coming from a corner of the room.
I'm gonna walk the fuck over there.
You walk over there, and this human girl, couldn't be more than 15, 16 years old, dressed in servant's garbs. She's kind of cowering in the corner, pleading with someone. Saying, I didn't know. It's not my fault. I didn't mean for any of it to happen.
What? What happened? I say.
She doesn't respond to you, but she reaches out her hands and screams out. And as she does that, her face looks like somebody caved it in with the heavy mallet.
Did I see that, or was that a Gilbetta only moment?
Well, did you go into that room?
I followed her in, yeah.
Yeah, if you follow her in, you see it as well.
Okay.
The front of her face caves in, and she gurgles out a last scream before falling limp against the wall.
What? Who? Is there anyone standing there? Anyone else standing there?
No, there's no one else there.
What? I'm gonna run over to her.
All right, you run over to her. She disappears as you run over to her.
What the fuck?
Oh, I don't like this place at all.
What the fuck was that shit?
Did I hear any of this from downstairs in this in the book room?
In the book room, you did not. You're on the same floor as them.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't go upstairs yet.
In this sitting room, you didn't hear any of that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go pin.
You hear that.
Okay. I'll be like, yes.
What? Did you see some shit earlier and not tell me?
Oh, so it's happening to you guys too.
You tell me, motherfucker.
This is just kind of normal for me, so I take it in stride. But yeah, if you've seen more, you're welcome to come tell me.
Okay, so a chick got fucking brutally murdered in there.
Is she still there?
No.
Okay, it's probably nothing then. Like,
that's not nothing. That's what. Define nothing for me, please.
I love how you're yelling out at the other guy while the first guy is standing right next to you.
Yeah, but whatever. He's got a weasel thing. I don't.
He's messing with his weasel over there.
Having the best time.
If there's no body, like not nobody, but no physical body left behind, I can only chalk it up to it is an illusion of some sort. I am a man of both magic and science, and so I can pretty clearly affirm for you that it is most likely just an apparition of sorts.
You're obviously crazy. Gee, what? Did you see that shit?
I did. I don't like that at all, eh? Some things aren't really funny.
So here's what I think.
Not that.
I think we should all go in rooms together at the same time because we both saw it. So it's like when you enter a room or some shit. I don't fucking know.
I think maybe we clear the rest of the house and then we sleep in one of these rooms for the night, eh? It's too bad about Koshano, eh? I just met him and now he's gone.
Yeah, so is Yeeby. I don't fucking know. Koshano's probably getting his dick sucked somewhere by some hag. I don't. It's hard to tell.
Well, that's the assumption.
He leads a very exciting life, eh?
There's been some shit. Anyway,
stuff happens.
While they're doing that, I would still like to look at the bookshelf if possible, because I really want to know if there's anything there useful.
All right, investigate the volumes on the bookshelf.
All right, that's gonna be investigation.
You investigate the volumes on the bookshelf. There are a number of interesting tomes here. A lot of them are theoretical studies and theses on the soul and the nature of the soul. About how perhaps a soul can be transposed, moved from one place to another. In what manners you can contain a soul or an essence. And theoretical ways to do those kinds of procedures.
Do any of these tomes appear to be because that sounds scientific or magic, but do any of them specifically seem more on the arcane side?
Some come at it from an arcane perspective, and some come at it from a scientific perspective. And there's a mixture of both throughout.
Okay.
And there are even some that come at it from a religious perspective in detailing rituals.
I think I'm going to go for that last one you mentioned, and I'll pull that off the shelf.
Okay. So you pull that one off the shelf, and it details a number of different rituals to basically take someone who is dying and transpose their soul into a safe place until another suitable body can be found.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna keep that, if I may.
All right. You're not sure that you can precisely understand the rituals, but from reading the book, you're not certain that you could perform any of these. Much of this is theoretical.
Mm-hmm.
But these are ancient texts.
I'm still gonna take that and just put that in my bag for later, at least for studies.
This could be interesting.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So is anyone else seeing any other things?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to whatever room is next.
All right, you open up into the hallway. Koshano flings open the door in the middle of the hallway too and dives in.
Koshano?
And it's actually you, Koshano. You
Koshano. He's frozen on my screen.
Oh, is he?
He's frozen here too.
Uh-oh.
He's got a great look on his face, though. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh, now he's gone altogether.
Oh wait, he'll come back. He's probably
He'll be back in a moment.
And then
Oh, they got Koshano.
They got Koshano.
They got
him. They knocked him right out.
Oh, listen. You know, sometimes shit happens. You know.
This is why you should always have a backup character ready.
Yeah, right.
Just in case you get eaten by a house.
Yeah.
The whole house is a mimic. Oh,
the whole house is a mimic.
Oh, can we not talk about mimics?
Look, it's not the worst. No, look, you guys, when I actually do a mimic, you are going to be
vicious.
First
Pissed.
Surprised, and
Pissed.
then very angry.
Yeah, pissed. Yeah. Pissed.
And then you will instantly think that
Koshano is
everything
lagging
else
out hard.
You are lagging out hard.
Yeah.
What's happening? Is somebody bringing down
Also,
your internet?
LG said that was so poetic, but I missed I didn't see it when they sent it, so I don't know what was poetic.
Look, something was poetic. I'm looking at the
was
chat
poetic.
right now. It's also perhaps the way I discuss things.
Maybe, I don't know.
My wordsmithing.
Hi, LG.
Hi, LG. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you. Wish we had Koshano.
Glad to have everybody. Everyone who watches our broadcast. You guys make the show happen. You're the real MVP. What,
Koshano. I miss Koshano. Where'd he go?
Koshano's coming back eventually.
Yeah. See, I hate
So
that
I imagine
hate that
Koshano
guy,
comes
but-
back in and asks what the fuck is going on, and if you
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. And I'm gonna Koshano's a little bit of a bitch, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna keep going to the next wherever the next room is.
Okay.
I'll join them as well since I've got my book.
I'll help
right.
Koshano up and bravely take up the rear.
All right, so you help Koshano up and you take up the rear bravely with Koshano because you guys are about on the same level as far as how much danger you want to get into.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so you move forward into the next room. And as you open up the door to the next room, you see a bed in what appears to be like a physician's office. And on this bed, there is a sick girl. And this man in robes is kind of overseeing and playing with various concoctions and looking into books and things. And the girl is kind of coughing on the bed and kind of hunching together. She does not look good.
Do I recognize? It's not the same girl from before, is it? Is it a different girl?
No, it is not. And she's, Daddy, it hurts. He says, it's okay, dear. I'm going to fix it. It's going to be okay.
I don't think he's gonna fix it.
And he is able to, he performs this kind of ritual, and he puts a bunch of concoctions together, and once he performs the ritual, you can see this energy leave this girl, leave her body. And he tries to force it into a container, but something goes wrong, and the container shatters, and this essence is dissipated throughout the house. And the man screams in frustration, and everything disappears, and the room is empty.
Would I know I know I've only perused the book that I was reading, but I also have a lot of knowledge in the arcane. Would I be able to make a check or anything to see if I knew what ritual was being attempted to do this?
Make an Arcana check.
All right.
Yeah,
Doug
well,
Arcana check.
Yeah, because Gilbetta's like, what was that? What the fuck was he trying to do to her?
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
With your Arcana check, you notice very similar themes to some of the rituals in this book. It's almost like somebody had taken information from a lot of the tomes and tried to piece together a best case scenario from bits and pieces of information from all of these.
Okay. I'm going to relay that to them then. I'm going to turn around and be like, so I found this book, like I do. Oh, hey.
Hey, I missed
I'm
everything.
into books. Koshano's back.
5 minutes, so it's all narratively appropriate, I guess.
Okay, excellent.
You're back now.
All you need to know is I picked you up and dragged you down the hall, and we are bravely bringing up the rear.
Okay, good. So I'm upstairs. All right.
No, we're not upstairs.
Well, you're on the main floor.
No, but I'm on the main floor now.
Yeah, we're all together again.
Oh, yeah.
I was. What, am I unconscious? Did I get attacked or something?
Nope. You just
Okay.
fell through the door.
You were on auto follow for a minute.
Okay, great. I was dragged by this warlock beast. God, thank you. God, what the fuck happened up here?
What
So
happened down there?
What the fuck happened down there? Eh?
There was like a prize bar fight going on. You know, like you see in a bar where there's people fighting and everyone's betting on
God,
them.
of course you're talking about bars and fighting.
Yeah, but that was what was going on down there. I don't know what the fuck's going on in this house.
and let me guess, it all disappeared.
Yes. As soon as I tried to move to it, once I realized that no one was responding to 100 gold piece bet, I knew that something was wrong, and so I moved through the illusion and disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And now I cannot find Yibi. Have you seen Yibi?
No, but there seems to be one of those in every room, so we're gonna clear the house and go through every room and see what we can uncover.
Wait. Does it differ depending on who goes in the room?
No,
Not from what we can tell.
no. Not from what we can tell. Yeah, I think it's a one-stop shop. Like you go in once and that's it.
Well, because mine was very familiar to me. Was yours familiar to you?
No.
No, I am not familiar with watching young girls get killed. Eh?
Yeah, that's not.
That's not where I live.
That's not normal. Eh?
Twice
me
now
right
I've seen
in the
young
feeling.
girls die. Seen 2 girls die.
I'm accustomed to odd occurrences, so nothing really surprises me in this way. But I do think I have found a lead in one of the tomes on the shelf downstairs, and with what we've just seen.
Yeah, he was just about to tell us that when you woke back the fuck up.
Oh, fantastic! I'm all ears, and I'm only half paying attention.
Nah, you're more nose than ears.
That's about all ears as Koshano gets.
On point.
So essentially, based on what we just saw, to catch you up, Koshano, since you did not see it, apparently, there was a man who appeared to be trying to help what we presume to be his daughter, because she was dying, and he was trying to transpose her soul into some other container, but it dissipated within the house instead of being able to do the ritual correctly. According to all the tomes downstairs that I read, I didn't read them all. Wouldn't that be something? But
that would be an admirable skill, yes.
They
more input. Okay, no, go ahead.
They all detail situations in theoretical aspects and ways to transpose souls. So I believe that based on what this is, we are in somewhere where a soul has been dissipated throughout the home, where one was trying to transfer it into another container.
Interesting.
Yep. Let's go to the next room. I'm going to the next room.
All
I
right,
want knowledge.
The next room is the sitting room.
Oh, we've come full circle.
Yeah, you've come full circle. You've gone through all the rooms of the house, but as you go into the sitting room, ducked behind one of the arms of the couch is a soldier with a longbow. And he creeps up from behind the arm of the couch, fires an arrow, gets back down.
Where did he fire the arrow? What direction?
He fired it, and it seems to have just vanished.
What the fuck? Sir, can you hear me? Or are you another one of these fucking things?
Hold them off!
That
He's
didn't,
gonna walk directly at it.
that didn't help.
He
No,
gets up
no.
again, an arrow goes right through his eye, and he falls over to the ground.
Oh! Does he disappear?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Upstairs we go! I'm going upstairs.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say, Penn, did not you say that you went in this room earlier and you had a vision as well?
This was not the same vision.
Not
This
the
was
same.
not the same man.
Interesting.
Everyone, hold on. I'd like to test a theory. He's gonna bend down and put a hand on the floor.
Okay.
He's gonna cast Tasha's hideous laughter on the house.
What the fuck?
I love you, Koshano.
That's friggin' brilliant. Yep. Let's find out if it's awake.
All right. Cast that spell.
Hold on,
Sean said, cast the fucking spell.
back up. I had to close it down to get everything ready.
I'm so happy.
That's an awesome moment. Brilliant.
Remember what Sean said about the mimic? The house is a mimic. The whole fucking house is just a mimic.
I was joking, damn it.
All right. So what is the save on your Tasha City's laughter? It just happens.
It's a wisdom save.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Or fall prone. So
What is your saving dice?
yeah, that's
My spell save DC?
Yeah.
13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't work.
It rarely works. It hasn't worked yet.
so nothing happens.
So nothing happens. You put your hand on the floor and you cast Tasha's hideous laughter, and you're like,
I'm quite certain the house itself is not conscious. Because I'm quite certain about everything.
That being said, seeing this though, I would like to telepathically reach out, like at the house as a general statement, like,
Okay.
and just see if I can touch it with words.
Okay. So you're reaching out telepathically. Are you using a specific spell or anything, like just using telepathic communication?
It's awakened mind, the ability.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you're using Awakened Mind. Okay, so you use a Awakened Mind, and you reach out to the house.
And I'm just a very general, like, hello.
Sounds like a lot of voices at once. Male,
Oh.
female, old, young.
I missed what was said. I just heard old, female, young.
Okay, so it's a lot of, you hear, the reply comes in a lot of voices at once, kind of speaking in unison. And it says, we hear you.
And I'm going to look to the others and say, I've made contact.
Oh well, say
I
hello
retract
from
my
Gilbetta.
previous statement.
I'm just going to be like, they say hello, and I'll just do that whenever I'm talking normally.
Yeah, no, this is fine. This is
The signal.
the party line. You can get everybody on telepathically.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just going to be ask the question. I'm going to be like, who are you? What's happening here?
All right, you say, who are you? And just a cacophony of different names are shouted at once. Isabel, Maria, Tomlin, McGee, Sam, like just tons of stuff just shouted all at once in unison.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey.
There's a lot of names. Like this is not one soul spirit entity. This is very many that are all here.
Ask for a representative.
Just to make things more simple, would it be possible to get a singular representative, or is this an all or nothing deal? I'm indifferent, but
It responds again in the same kind of unison speaking voice, and it says, we are all one.
Oh my god.
they are one.
Oh, okay. Well, then figure out what the fuck's going on.
Ask them where my squire goblin is.
Oh my god.
We lost two of our companions entering this place. Can you please direct us to where they would be or what has happened to them?
They are being made to join the whole.
You don't want to know what they just said, but I will tell you.
Yes, I do. We need to find this guide, but I need to find my Squire more.
They are, and I quote, being made one of the whole.
Where does that happen in the house?
That sounds pretty cool. If we were interested in learning more about joining cult in the nicest way. How would we become one of the whole?
He does it to save her. She is part of us now, but he's grasping at something that is no longer what it used to be. He completes the rituals deep in our bowels now.
They said essentially that the man is completing rituals. I'm assuming talking about the man with his daughter, but he lost whatever he was trying to get back, her soul, I'm assuming, and something about bowels. So the only...
Bowels! Downstairs! There was a locked door downstairs. It had many locks. Let's go downstairs.
The fuck?
While we're getting in that tizzy, I'm going to real quick just pop another message out and just be like, is there anything we can do to help?
End us.
Okay.
We have to kill it. Them. They.
It. Them. They.
Them. They may include both my Squire and our guide. We need to get them out first.
We need to. I think we need to go see what visions the other rooms hold.
It sounds like there's a sense of urgency because they said they are being made into one of the whole.
Why are you on a quest?
But we need. Koshano. Koshano. Listen. But if we can figure out, if we go to the other rooms and figure out what's happening, that may give us some clue about where it is happening.
This is classic Gilbetta.
All the rooms in the house anyway to try to find them. So why not just go in the rooms?
Every time Gilbetta's like, people are dying. But we haven't seen everything yet.
Gilbetta loves knowledge.
Mystery train tour. We're trying to rescue people. And Koshano busts out the door back towards downstairs.
I'm going to go down the stairs he came up from instead of going back outside.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm going.
You're going. You're both going back downstairs.
Yeah, where? I'm not going
stand at the top of the stairs.
You're gonna stand at the top of the stairs. I'll watch your back.
I'll tell your family you died bravely.
I don't have any family, but tell everybody else.
You have a sister, you fucking idiot. I love her. I mean, what?
Family.
Oh, this is great. Okay. So, Gilbetta, what are you doing? Everybody's run down, to the top of the stairs or down the stairs.
Well, I can't let this bumbling idiot go by his fucking self, so I have to go.
Which one?
You, Koshano.
Well, I'm not staying up here by myself, and I followed the cleric down the stairs.
Nope.
But I walk slowly, like I walk annoyedly down. I'm like.
All right. So how are you going to open this door, Koshano? Now that you have arrived at it,
I'm going to start it out with the thieves' tools.
Okay. Give me a stealth check for the thieves' tools.
Stealth check on the thieves' tools.
It's just roughly equivalent skills. So it's
it's the same modifier for me. So fuck it. It's a garbage either way. God damn it!
Incredible.
Thieves' tools are broken.
No.
Incredible.
Where's the bell when you need it?
What kind of door is it?
It is a heavy metal door. It has 3 locks on it.
Man.
Ask your little friends how to open this door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, how do we get through this door?
Well, you end it.
All I heard was end it.
Sorry. Will you end it?
Yes.
Then we will open the way.
And the ritual and the.
And then the door frame ripples and distorts until the locks and the door breaks off the hinges and tumbles down the stairs.
I say, what is happening? What did you do?
They want us to.
Jono rushes in.
You rush in.
Never done this before in his life. He's fucking rushing into this.
But Yeeby's in danger.
That's not a Koshano move normally.
The only person who has ever showed loyalty is in danger. Gotta back that.
I really hope you didn't say that out loud because you're gonna start a fucking fight.
Anyways, so you get down there, and it's lit with torchlight, and you can see much of the same facilities that you saw in that previous room. But this time, everything is amped up, and
it's all lit and amped.
Yeah, it's all lit and amped to 11, and so clearly whoever this person is, he's been practicing, and you see a person wearing the same kind of robes as in the vision, but parts of him are decayed away to a skeletal form, and he's working away at books and preparing a ritual. And chained to the wall is Yeeby and the druid Barthas.
Koshano screams, "Lich! Lich!"
You can't stop it. I'm too close now.
Fuck, Koshano, don't fuck with liches.
But Yeeby's in danger. What will Koshano do?
Right now.
You know what? There's lots of goblin squires. I can get another one.
We can find another goblin squire. I'll get you a new one.
He's gonna at this. He's gonna. God damn it! He fucking doesn't know what to do. What kind of spells does he have right now? God damn! He's going. He's gonna take a wild ass shot.
Koshano is struck with indecision,
and he's going to be like, "I think we can be friends."
Only Koshano would try to befriend a
So,
fucking Lich.
to reiterate this scene, because I believe it requires it, Koshano has burst into the basement, run downstairs, seen this horrific ritual going on in which the life force will be ripped from his noble squire, seen some form of lich-like creature, and then, having realized the gravity of this situation, reaches out his hand and says, "Let's be friends."
Yeah. Yep. That's Koshano.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I'm having a wonderful time. All right, so give me your friendship spell.
Friends doesn't have a saving throw.
It doesn't have anything.
Friends just happens.
Yeah, it just happens, and you get advantage on charisma checks with this person.
Friends just happens. So I told this what Koshano is assuming at this point is a lich based on his experience.
All right. Well, he can assume that as much.
Yeah.
All right. So you reach out and you're like, "Let's be friends." And he says, "Don't interfere."
I don't want to interfere. Just offer a friendly suggestion. A goblin soul is so little power. Wouldn't you prefer something else?
Yes, bring your friends down. I need more.
Well, as soon as you release the goblin, because he's useful alive, but his soul's not worth much, you understand. Perhaps we just let him go and I'll give you the rest.
Are we downstairs? Because I would have been following.
I was also following.
Okay,
so-
yeah, you guys are following, and you guys see this unfolding, and he's trying to bar everybody away. He's like, "Good, I'll need all of you."
I said, what the fuck, Koshano?
Pretty sure my soul's already promised elsewhere.
He kicks the door.
My soul's promised to Salune, so
He kicks the door. Are they all behind the doorway still? I kind of rushed in alone.
Well, no, they followed you down.
yeah, we
They
followed
followed
you.
me into the doorway. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like there was a doorway, and then there was like
Yeah.
a series of stairs, and then there was
fucking.
Oh, the door was at the tapestry.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
so
Yeah. So I'm making this bargain. I could make it very easy for you to obtain these 3. Charisma.
give me a charisma save or charisma check. Sorry.
Not a save. That is a check. Okay.
Then you have advantage, so roll twice.
Dope.
Oh yeah, honey.
The goblin soul isn't much, but I would need more. I need 1 more.
Yeah, simply release the goblin. I'll provide you 3.
I need them now. 4.
All right, 4 it is. We have another outside.
Bring it to me first.
Certainly.
I don't have time for this. It's going to collapse.
He's not quite visible, but you'll sense his presence. And I cast Unseen Servant. Slipped out the doorway and have him walk on in. Mr. Muse,
Okay.
Mr. Unseen Servant comes on in.
He doesn't like that.
While this is going on telepathically in my head, I'm going to ask the souls what to do.
Don't let him complete the ritual. We are dying.
I guess that's good enough for me.
If he doesn't feed into it, we will cease.
What does that mean?
Koshano is going to continue his negotiations here. Now, explain to me how exactly you need 4 souls to replace 1 goblin soul. Come on. I'm giving you an elf and 2 humanoids. Simply release the goblin, and I'll have them come on in here.
I'm going to open the tome that I have to make it look like I have a little more rapport in this field. I'm going to be like, I'm going to be like, I think I know what you're trying to do. Like, and maybe I could help you, but do you really need these 4 souls?
And Gilbetta's gonna say, "You can't bring your daughter back."
I don't need to bring her back. She's still in here.
Yes, but you're hurting the
I just need to keep feeding into the ritual
Your daughter
until I
wouldn't-
can find a solution.
Your daughter wouldn't want this. She would want you to fucking let her go.
None of you understand.
I understand that I saw what happened. I saw the life drain from her body and you try to contain it, and then it was fucking released upon this house. Do you think that your daughter would really want you to put all those other people in pain just to save her when she's already gone?
If you won't assist me, I'll take your souls by force.
Fucking
And he waves his hand.
Koshano
And
still got Kirk.
I was going to say, is he
Wait,
standing in a magic circle
wait.
of some kind?
no,
Oh,
No,
okay.
he's just got advantage on charisma saving throws. Wait. Hold on. What is it you're trying to accomplish here?
I don't have time for this.
Can
The initial ritual failed. More
I-
souls need to be fed into the container. If more souls are not fed into the container, it will lose power and dissipate.
Now, hold on. I seem to have a bit of experience with souls and containers, and I'm going to look back at the warlocks and be like, do something.
I cast
I'm stalling here.
Mage Hand and push over the container.
Oh my god.
All right, which container specifically? Because there's a lot of stuff here.
we saw him focusing on one when we came down the stairs, right?
Actually, he was working on a book, but there's various like alchemical apparatus. There's all kinds of containers. There's some carefully placed materials and things everywhere.
Well, if he was working on the book, then I'll just have Mage Hand shove it off the table onto the floor.
Okay. So you shove it off the table on the floor, and he's like, "Enough of this!" And four magic missiles head towards Koshano.
What else is new? Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were talking to him.
No, totally. I was intentionally distracting him.
Yeah.
So is combat initiated then?
Combat is initiated.
God damn it.
Roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
And
Gilbetta
Koshano
still
takes.
does not want any.
All up in the face. I want nothing to do with this, and I keep getting.
You take 9 arcane damage, Koshano,
Of course, I got it.
as these magic missiles hit you one after another.
I'm relatively certain that at this point in time, the type of damage doesn't matter. I'm not immune to shit.
Occasionally it does. It will matter later, but you know it's important to know.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm just saying. At this point,
Just like this blasts of force from all sides. Oh, oh, oh.
We crush
Gee.
by magical hands.
All right, let's see what you got.
Show me what you want.
All right, Koshano's ready to go.
The only thing I fucking roll good on. Koshano, being ready to go, is going to make a stupid move because that's how Koshano rolls. Koshano is going to try to cast Crown of Madness on this motherfucker.
Okay. All right. And Crown of Madness is a save, isn't it?
Yep, save, and it's 13, so not that hard to beat.
Success and wisdom saving throw. Become charmed. All right. He rolled a 12 on his saving throw. How much does he need to save?
A 13?
A 13.
Yes.
All right. Well, he is charmed.
He's charmed with Crown of Madness. There aren't any enemies around him, are there?
Well, I mean, technically, you guys are enemies.
Oh, all right. But there aren't any other creatures, right?
Well, all right.
No, there's nothing else here.
All right. Well, can I command it to move away from us? Away from the book, away from whatever it was working on, just to the far wall? Can I do that?
All right.
Oh, wait. The house is a creature. I want it to move to the far wall and attack the house. Attack the wall.
What?
It is the house is a creature. I want it to attack the house. I have Crown of Madness. Fucking do it.
As far as Koshano knows, yes.
As far as Koshano knows, this is his plan. This is what he's doing.
Okay. You
Just
tell him to attack the house.
I give him Crown of Madness. His eyes go thing. He's got the iron crown, and he fucking attacks the house.
Okay. When it's his turn, he's going to attack the house. All right. So after Koshano, we got Guy.
I see that he's sort of stopped moving, and I will run towards our druid guide and try and get him off the wall.
Okay. All right. So you run up the druid, and he's like, "Oh God, thank you."
This trip is for free now, eh? And I start trying to undo this.
Super free. Super free.
So free. It has never been more free.
All right. How are you going to remove these mankles on him?
I have no appropriate skills, so I'm just basically going to grab them and shake them.
All right. Grab him and shake him. Give me an athletics check.
In a complete fit of panic. Athletics.
Show me what you've got. All right. So you do your best. You're shaking him. He's like a
panicked warlock.
There's probably a key somewhere.
That's too logical.
Yeah. So that's Guy's turn. Penn. What do you got, Penn?
I am going to one question. So I cast armor of Agathis outside, has it been over an hour since we've been doing this, or would it still be within that time constraint?
I'd say there's probably been about over an hour between you guys just running and exploring. And
Gotcha. Okay, so that's gone. I am going to... How big is this room? Like where we're standing to where he is, like what's the distance roughly?
We'll say this room is, we'll say 20 foot by 20 foot, kind of a cavernous kind of area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I would like to walk to be like right at 10 feet away from him. I'm going to pull out my arcane focus. I'm going to, go ahead and cast Arms of Hadar.
Okay.
And while doing so, I'm going to say, we'll help you join her. And that's going to be...
That's good flavor. I appreciate that.
And then, let's see, that's going to be... That's a 2 to hit.
Not so much.
Damn. We'll help you join her. Wait.
My heart wasn't in it.
But got AA batteries.
So Arms of Hadar didn't quite work out. They just kind of fall short on it, and he kind of blocks it with like a wall of his own magical power. And now we go into Gilbetta's turn.
Hey. Gilbetta is not cool with this situation, and she just generally is like, if y'all speak Elvish, does anybody speak Elvish? Okay, well, she prays in Elvish. So y'all don't know what the fuck she said. Most of you probably.
It's always easier when nobody speaks the language.
Yeah.
Nobody
says
knows
something in Elvish.
You don't know.
So I
what
don't have to make something up.
You don't know what she says anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Okay.
And then she's gonna try to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
At this mofo. As soon as I can click on the right fucking thing.
Give me that righteous brand.
Mm-hmm. Trying to decide if I'm gonna. No, I cast it as a first level. Sorry, I'm trying to decide which level I was gonna cast it. So that's 24 to hit with 20 radiant damage.
That is a lot of damage. He crumples to his knees under that hit. As he's tearfully conjuring a firebolt to fling in the house.
And then I'm like, you made me do this. I don't want to do this.
Let's just get stitches, motherfucker.
And then as a bonus action, since Koshano got a little, I think Koshano got a little fucked up earlier, didn't he?
He took 9 damage.
Koshano's been fucked up twice.
Oh yeah, he did take the claw. He was the only one who got hit by scarecrows.
Koshano is officially bloody.
Well, Penn got hit a little bit too.
Yeah, so
Koshano is definitely bloody.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna be like, heal Koshano, and he gets 7 hit points back.
Okay. All right. This creature goes now, and he tearfully cries out in a shriek of agony as he whips a firebolt at the foundations of the house, scorching it and damaging a section of it. And he still can't break free of his crown of madness.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
I fucked him up real good.
And we go back to the top of the round of Koshano.
Okay, I gotta double check my crown of madness here.
You have to concentrate on it to maintain it.
So I have to use my action to continue to
maintain your control.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Right. So yeah, can I still move?
Yeah, you can move around as long as you're focusing on maintaining your control over this person.
Okay, so I'm going to move to Yibi.
Okay.
To prepare to save him, but I am going to maintain my concentration and cause him to launch another attack against the house.
Okay. He's fighting it with all of his might. He doesn't want to do it.
Need as much time as I can get.
But he is going to attack the house again. All right. So after that, we go back into Guy.
Finally, Crown Man is
on the chains.
I see that this is not working. I'm not going to be able to shake him free. I turn around and I see the lich on his knees, and I mutter to myself, this is not really what I'm good at. And then I hit him with infestation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I reach up and pick a flea off of Twitch, and I crush it between my fingers.
Nice.
Okay.
So con save DC 13.
Okay.
For all of 1 point of damage. And if he fails, he's also in the fit of trying to slap them off. He moves 5 feet north, whatever that means. And
yeah, well, he moves in a direction. Yeah, so it's hitting him pretty bad. He's having a hard time now. Just this infestation of bugs, and he's like, "Oh God, no, stop it! I need to complete it. Stop it! You're ruining everything."
Gilbetta's starting to feel a little bad, by the way, just for the record.
Yeah.
And as my movement, I will move.
Feel good.
I'll move back to the bottom of the stairs, preparing to bolt if necessary.
You're getting ready. The house
just doesn't work.
Guy, you notice on your turn that the house is starting to shake, and you see bits of the foundation above it starting to come off and hit the floor.
Oh no, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
When he dies, the house dies. We need to get the hell out.
Don't leave without Yeeby.
Well, then go fucking free Yeeby.
Penn, you're up.
I am going to try to work on finishing this quickly with my arcane focus in hand. Still, for my last spell, I'm going to line it up and try to cast Eldritch Blast at this gentleman, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
10 to hit.
10 to hit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any bonuses on that?
Spellcasting bonus?
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot that was part of it. My spellcasting bonus is a +6, I believe. It is spell attack bonus is 6. Yes.
Okay.
16.
Sorry.
Damn.
Okay. All right. So that's enough. Hit me with some force damage.
All right.
There we go. That's better than what I rolled for you by clicking on it. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. All right, so that you hit him with a blast of Eldritch Force, and more. He's crumpling up under it a bit, but he's still under the influence of this crown of madness, and he's just crying out, begging for you guys to stop, saying that he needs to complete this. And it's a mixture of sorrow and fury.
I'm completely with you, Gilbetta. We are doing absolutely the wrong thing.
This is the kind of antagonists you get.
I love it.
with a puck campaign.
Oh, I love it.
This is mercy.
All right.
Only mercy is death.
Gilbetta, it's your turn again.
Oh my god. Gilbetta.
Guilt is for later.
Do we hear you? Like, are you like
visibly confident?
Yeah, she's like, fuck. She's like, Salone, what the fuck do I do?
You can always free the others if this is a problem.
Shut up,
EBS saved your life too.
You have this hammer. This hammer can rend justice on these chains.
Yeah, I do. I have my Moonstone Warhammer.
You can become Gilbetta, breaker of chains.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Gilbetta can't, like, it physically hurts her to like think of attacking this guy as he's like grieving. He's grieving his daughter. Like, he's never really. I don't think he's ever grieved her because he has always like assumed that he was going to be able to.
Spent all this time trying to keep her alive.
Yeah.
On this villain as
in a way.
It is a house.
So I'm gonna
psychoanalyzing this house.
Gilbetta's gonna say, I can't, and she's just gonna try to free the guard first.
Okay. The druid?
That guy. The guide, not guard.
All right, give me an attack roll on those chains. And if you get a really high number, you'll do better. And if you get a low number, you'll do not so good.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to hit them. Let's just see how well you hit them. All right, that's good enough.
Okay.
Between your hit and your 9 bludgeoning damage, you're able to kind of dislodge the chains from this section of wall.
Okay.
He emphatically thanks you. He's like, "Thank you so much. Let's get out of here."
And then is that my one action, or would I have enough time to do free EB2?
That is your one action.
Okay.
All right. So we go into his turn. He throws another firebolt at the house. And it just cries out. Like he throws it and doubles over and is just screaming, "I'll kill you all! Why are you making me do this?"
All right. You're making me not feel so bad, bro.
Wrong goblin.
Oh, Kevin feels terrible. Guy couldn't give a shit one way or the other.
So it's important to be in character. All right. So he does his thing, and let's see if this is enough to break him out of it. Yeah, he's free now.
Uh-oh.
The crown of madness fades, and he breaks the effect of it.
Gilbetta says, "Oh shit."
And we go back to the top of the round with Koshano. The house is visibly starting to shake now, and large portions are falling down into this cavern.
Have I noticed that the character here is no longer enthralled?
Yes. You can definitely tell.
After kind of shaking it, he's standing in front of Yevie now. He's going to kind of shake at the chains and realize his tools are broken. He's got not a lot to do with this. So he's going to turn back at this figure and no, he's going to say, oh God.
True colors
Going
time.
to say, how many liches does it take to screw in a light bulb?
No!
None. They've got enough undead servants to take care of it. And that's hideous laughter.
All right. You're going to use hideous laughter on him.
Burning all his fucking spells.
Yeah, me too.
Really hoping we get...
Jeez, I cannot roll today.
Really hoping. Oh, I'm glad you can't roll today, because I can never fucking roll.
Yeah, so it doesn't save.
Wow.
Fantastic. The house... Or the guy is laughing. If the house is also him, then I don't know. We'll see what happens.
No, the guy is laughing. The house is
not also laughing. Okay.
Starting to fall apart.
The house isn't going.
The house isn't laughing.
All right. Motherfucker dropped to the ground because my shit ass joke is so goddamn funny.
No.
That sentence was just to make sure that we get that explicit rating.
Okay. You gotta throw it out there. All right. So after Koshano, we go back into Guy.
Please save my goblin.
That made my decision. I had two things I could do. I haul out the mace and I run over to where EB's against the wall.
Yep.
And Koshano, you're probably the only one close enough to see it. The mace on one side of it has the happy face opera mask, and on the other side has the sad face opera mask.
Oh my fucking!
So Guy kind of flips it back and forth. Happy, sad, happy, and smash at the chains.
Koshano, in all the shit that's going on, Koshano recognizes this happy sad mask and just kind of like.
Oh, wait a minute. This is an advantage because he's on his face too, right?
Mace of faces.
Not that it really matters. He's down, but
all right. So with that roll, you're able to break the chains loose from the wall, and Yevie is.
And then I turn to Koshano. Okay, now we go, eh?
Yes, we go. And he grabs a hold of his next move. At least is going to be to grab a hold of Yevie and burst for the door.
All right, Yevie gets on his feet, and he's like, "Thank you," and then he goes.
Yeah.
Yevie take okay.
It's a goblin.
You don't have to tell Yevie to run. Yebe's done. Yebe's 100% done with this plan.
I did not know where he stood in the action economy.
And actually, he's a goblin, so he can dash on his bonus round. So he can he's 90 feet around.
He's at the stairs before anyone else. No, you know what? He's not at the stairs. Yebe is made out of tougher stuff. Yebe goes to Koshano's side.
That's
That's more in character of him.
Yeah.
It's foolish, but that's one of the few parts of Koshano that's rubbing off. Yeah.
Yeah. He goes to Koshano's side and he says, "Sir, we should go."
Yes.
All right.
I guess I gotta wait for my turn. I don't know.
So after Guy, we go back into this guy, and he can't break free, and the house is collapsing more. All right, and we go back to the top of the round, Koshano.
Koshano looks at Yibi and says, "Yes, we should," and he runs for the door.
All right. So you break up the stairs. Give me
having a guide through the woods and all of that shit, all of that important stuff, crucial to our mission. He's completely forgotten about that. He's bursting for the door.
Survival now. All right. So give me an athletics check to how well you run outside.
Okay. Probably not well. Athletics and shit.
Please trip and fall.
But you do get a +1 on that, so that's a 13.
13. All right. You're doing all right. You didn't trip or stumble. You're okay.
I think I missed a round.
Oh.
Missed a round of combat?
Yeah, because I was
at the bottom. You're after Guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. Okay, go. No, you're before Guy.
I am.
No, you're before Gilbetta. It was Guy, and then I went back to Koshano. Oh, so
It's just
Penn,
been
you're
a
up.
real long ass round.
Yeah, no, I completely messed everything up. Penn, you're
Oh,
up.
you didn't miss him?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I missed everybody. I missed Penn and Jill. All right, Penn, go.
Okay. Well, the house is falling down. He's running upstairs. I guess I'm going to go ahead and start. How, like, as a general scale, how bad does this guy look? Like, he's laughing. He's half.
He looks terrible. But to be fair, he looked pretty bad when you guys got here.
I'm going to go ahead and use my action to do another Eldritch Blast just to try to finish this.
All right, just to finish him off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 10 to hit.
10 to hit.
Plus
Okay,
6.
plus your 6, so 16. You got him.
All right. Oh, yeah, I got to remember to add that. And then I'll do this.
All right. So you hit him for another 3 force damage. He crumples to his hands and knees. And by all accounts, you feel like this creature should be dead. But he rises to his feet again. All right. What are you doing for movement?
So it's about you said about a 25-foot room.
Yep.
And I'm about 10 feet from him. Door's back there. I'm gonna go ahead and like.
Wait, hold on. Did this thing recover from hideous laughter?
No, he's still laughing.
Okay, so at this point I'm more fascinated than anything.
Just like, I want to know more about this.
I do.
The house is coming down though. Like, it's.
Sean's got jokes.
I guess I'm just gonna start like it's gonna be slow, but I'll use the rest of my movement to just slowly back away, like fighting the urge to just like go take notes, but like just backing out.
He's just like, this guy has so much to teach me. All right. Gilbetta.
Gilbetta is hurting right now. Like, she's now at the point. So this guy, he still looks hurt though, right?
Yeah, no, he looks like he's in really rough shape.
She's at the point of like, do I put him out of his misery or just fucking leave? Like, what the fuck am I doing right now?
The house is coming down around him.
So she is just hello, fucking fuzzy. All right. She is going to like kind of back up towards the door.
Okay.
And then just as a final ditch effort to put this dude out of his fucking misery at this point, cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's 14 to hit and then 8 damage. Radiant.
Okay. Because of the laughter, it hits him and he ignites in his radiant flame. And he's still moving.
Fucking hell, dude. What the fuck is this guy?
I already said Lich! Still running towards the door.
Hear from runs to the door. All right. So then we go back into his turn. He breaks loose of the laughter. And as you guys are running away, you ruined everything. You killed her. You took her from me. I won't let you escape.
Oh, great.
And he lobs a fireball at the stairs.
Mm.
Okay.
So.
Are these wooden stairs? Just as a.
These are wooden stairs.
Okay.
So I would like the party to make a dexterity save for me.
18.
Okay. You're okay.
Fuck that fireball.
Ah!
Oh my god!
Oh shit.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's really not good.
I'm not agile.
Clearly.
Oh my
Okay, Koshano got a critical fucking.
And in an act of heroism, he throws himself on the fireball like a grenade.
Clearly.
It looks like an act of heroism, but he actually just
I pushed him
on the stair. And
More likely, yes.
15.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Fuck.
Okay. So that's a bit of damage. Gilbetta, you take 11.
What? But I saved. What
Yes,
the
you
shit?
did. You took
Half.
half damage.
Oh, fuck me.
What?
The rest of you take a total of 20 damage.
20, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
From this blast. And as he launches off the last blast, he kind of falls to his hands and knees again as the house starts to crumble around him.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, is anybody
I'm
knocked
still
unconscious?
Down. Did Koshano get a word off before he was down?
Oh, Koshano's down.
Is Koshano down?
Koshano's down.
Okay.
Is anybody
on
else
the bright
down?
side, on the bright side, he's already up the stairs. So
Oh no, he was running towards the stairs. I don't know, DM. Where was he at? Did he make it?
I'd say you were halfway up.
okay.
Shit.
Did it just explode? Like, are the stairs on fire actively, or is it just like
The
we got hurt?
stairs are.
So wait, hold on. After he said Yibi were out, did Yibi come with him?
Yeah, Yibi went with you.
Yibi
Oh, yeah,
bailed
what
on
did-
these people with him?
Yibi.
You've been playing Yibi up to this point, so I don't.
Let's see
decide
how
if that-
Yibi did. Because Yibi might be able to avoid damage completely.
He may have not run up the stairs. I don't really. I would love to take over control of Yibi, but
Yeah, like I've been trying to give you control, but it's
I know.
it's not working.
All
right.
If I had control of Yibi, I would say that he'd be falling up the stairs, but I don't. So
Okay, Yibi succeeded. He didn't need much.
you jumped off the stairs or something.
Yeah, he succeeded on his saving throw, but the thing is, half damage is enough to get him.
Oh
And
my
so
god.
he has anything to?
So we're both down in a flame of fire. Blaze of glory.
Yeah, no, but you and Yibi are both unconscious. He doesn't have rogue skills. Okay.
Team KY is down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just came up with that.
The stairs
It's so obvious, but I just
are still in good shape.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the fire is enough to take out a human and a goblin, but not enough to take out wooden stairs. Okay, got it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fantasy world, got it.
Perhaps it hit the stairs. Perhaps this explosion originated.
Perhaps it just blew up right on my fucking face.
Yeah, possibly.
So the guy in the corner's on the floor, not doing anything.
Yeah, the house is collapsing around him. He's slowly being buried in rubble.
You said the room was 20 feet square?
Yeah.
He just burned himself with his own fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, to death. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
lawyers for the win.
You're unconscious.
Do I have time? Do I have enough time to take 2 actions back to back since there's no combat going on?
We're still technically in initiative until you get out of this house.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna turn to the others and then to the other 2 and say, if you can get them out, I can make sure they don't die.
But I was like, I'm a fucking cleric. What the fuck?
I could do stuff too.
It's my thing.
All right.
My job, motherfucker.
So
don't make me get a union, bitch.
Finally, Gilbetta is.
So Gilbetta responds with sass.
I mean, it's Gilbetta.
How does Guy respond?
That's at level 3.
I head up the stairs. As I walk past Koshana, I reach down and hit him with healing hands. He gains 3 hit points.
Okay, Koshana's up.
To bring him back.
No, Koshana's at 0.
Okay, no, because you don't get negative hit points.
You don't go into negatives, yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Koshana has 3 hit points. Koshana's up.
So yeah, you're at 3, and you can now go again. And then on the way by, that was just like on the way by, and I'm gone.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Yibi died. Is Yibi conscious or unconscious?
Yibi's unconscious.
Okay, so Koshana's first thing is going to be to grab Yibi.
Okay.
As soon as he's.
Well, Guy, give me a athletics check to see how far you get.
Do we have to wait for my turn? I don't know.
Well,
I'll give it to you now. You can decide what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Fucking A.
Oh,
Right.
not good.
I'm like way screwed.
No, my athletics check though to grab him up was pretty good.
Okay, so yeah, you're doing all right. You're not doing so
Pretty
well
good.
with running, but you save Koshano. Koshano, you're out the door real quick. Gilbetta, give me an athletics check.
Yibi in hand, I hope. Yibi in hand.
Yibi in hand.
Okay.
Yeah, you're about as fast as Guy. And Penn, give me one last athletics check to see if you can get out of the house in time. Oh yeah, you're fine. So Penn escapes the house as it starts to collapse. Koshano grabs Yibi and he's making his way out. Barthas is like right behind you, Koshano. And yeah, Gilbetta and Guy, give me another check to see if you can escape.
Wait, who's Barthas? Is Barthas the?
He's the druid.
The druid. Okay.
Yeah.
With my critical success, is there any chance I could catch her when she stumbled and help her out the door?
Yeah, you can help her with a stumble. Gilbetta, make another roll to see if he can assist you.
Fucking thank goodness.
Okay, there you go. You're like, it's the armor.
Yeah. I'm proficient in it, but let's not talk about that.
Okay. So you all make it out, you manage to get out, and the house starts to collapse in on itself.
What are the scarecrows still there?
The scarecrows are still there, but as the house collapses in, the scarecrows they appeared rather rigid before kind of go limp.
Oh, okay. And I reach up and dust the ashes that are all that was left of Twitch off of my shoulder.
Fair enough. Like I like to think that he keeps the same form, and he was still preening in the mirror.
Yeah, just right till the last second, he just turned into ash.
And as the house collapses in on itself, Penn, you hear through your awakened mind connection. Thank you. Now we are released.
Okay, bye. Gilbetta's gonna look at the Barthas or whatever the fuck his name is and be like, "Do your shit. Get us the fuck out of here."
You don't have to tell me twice. And Barthas goes back to opening up the forest, and we will end there.
Oh, Good fun, guys. Thank you. That was a blast.
Wonderful.
Oh,
We went a little over time, but I couldn't do it with you guys while you're escaping the house.
No.
No, it's great.
It's only 20 minutes. It's fine.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay.
Okay. So we managed to continue our original goal.
Which is making your way to Neverwinter, not Northrend.
Yes.
Like I keep
Do they call
calling
it Neverwinter because you can never fucking get there?
Look, it's a long trip. If you look at the map, it's a long way away from where you guys live.
After getting it like outside and back to the cart with Evie, Koshano turns to Evie and says, "You know, we would have left them behind if necessary, right?"
Yibi just kind of like nods and kind of pats you on the side and says, "Thank you for saving Yibi."
He's gonna kneel down to Evie. You need to understand, survival comes before altruism at all times. As far as I'm considered, you and I are one at this point.
All right.
You are my squire. I am your liege. You and I will protect each other at all points. But if need be, we leave the rest behind. You understand this, correct?
Yibi nods.
He just crawls up into the back of the wagon and just sprawls out.
Koshano's gonna make his way back to the
cart.
The reins.
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Did he stabilize?
Well, he got healed for 3 HP. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
they
Yibi's
both
still
did.
unconscious. You're not saying shit to Yibi.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
hit
Evie's still
I'll
got.
cast Spare the Dying on you.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
No,
cook my spare the dying.
No, well, in that case, then Koshano just cradles Evie's in his arms, baby style, and walks
Baby
him up
style.
and lifts him down.
I'm just gonna cast fucking.
Not in the cart, but like in the seat right next to him.
I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing.
Oh, thank you.
Wait,
Oh, we didn't roll it. Okay, that's cool.
All right. So Koshano will have that conversation later with you.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, we'll push that to when Yibi is conscious.
Hold on. Sorry. Well,
He's conscious.
we didn't roll the.
That conversation needs to happen. It hasn't happened yet.
Well, look, you guys are going to get a full rest on the road after this,
Okay.
so we'll say you heal
Yeah.
everybody up. All right. So the party continues to make their way to Neverwinter.
Yeah, I
And
rolled 17, so everybody gets 17 anyway.
Nice.
That's the
Thank you.
game for today,
On to Neverwinter.
where more fun awaits you.
That's certainly.
Yeah, we're not even there yet.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. The fuck?
As Koshano gets the horse rolling again,
Yeah.
he kind of yells back to the newcomers. Still care to join us?
Okay.
I gotta get where I'm going somehow.
Basically. Fucking Christ, dude.
All right.
All right.
And they ride off into the woods.
They ride off into the woods.
We will sign off there.
And we shall
And
pick up
thank
next
you
week.
so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Thanks so
thank
much
you
for joining us. Thanks for watching.
We're so sad. We are so sad. So glad. Wow. What the fuck? We're so glad we have people chatting.
Yeah,
People
no,
were
look,
chatting
we've
there.
got audience engagement. We've got a fun
Yep.
and exciting show, and it
Yep.
can't happen without you. And we're so glad you're here.
Thank you, LG said so. Thank you, all y'all, for joining us. That's all we got for tonight.
Tune in next week for more exciting episodes of Mercs of Mischief.
But tune in sooner than that. Tune in tomorrow night for Sci-Fi Mondays with Puck.
Oh yes, which I don't know what we're gonna play, but it'll be fun to find out.
Doesn't know. It'll either be you'll either be killing aliens at home or exploring territories abroad. One day,
Yeah,
one way
look,
or the
there's-
other. It's Sci-Fi Monday.
There's all kinds of things.
Sci-Fi Monday.
Sci-Fi Monday. Welcome back to tomorrow.
Yes.
This summer.
And until then, peace out.